I agree. He is very, very correct. The only difference between him and I is that I want to opt out of it. I don't want to wait until we get to Somalia, because we are moving too fast towards Somalia. When we get to Somalia, it would have been too late. I am saying, please, those of you who want to continue with them to Somalia, please follow them. Those of us who are opted out of the boat and we don't want to go to Somalia, I want to do what? Go to the right. That's the simple argument, and I don't see why it should be offensive to anybody. Because the combined effect of the provisions of the United Nations Declaration of Human Rights and the African Charter and our Constitution definitely makes it clear that anybody can make an agitation for self-determination, and that there is this blackmail by
From 7th April 2022,
the selling and eating of nama, also known as cow meat,
is forbidden in Biafra land. Be warned.
From 7th
April 2022,
the selling and eating of nama, also known as cow meat,
is forbidden in Biafra land. Be warned.
Anybody not following anything that DOS says goes. Anybody not following orders from Chike, Dosium, from DOS, you will be removed from IPOB and sanctioned appropriately. You know, before we remove you without knowing where you are. This time around, we will catch you before we remove you. Anything DOS says is what goes. Usurumike is heading our reconciliation committee. If he calls you on the phone, you must listen to him and do as he says. He is our deputy head of Directorate of State, led by Mazi JOHNATHAN. They are the highest decision-making body in IPOB. If that thing is difficult, then now refer it to me. Do you understand? Anything if they call you on the phone, you don't return their call, or you're doing strong head, I will then believe that the zoo has brought you over and you'll be dealt with. We run a discipline movement more than anything. We value discipline more than anything else in the world, in IPOB. That's the only thing we have. That we are able to defeat the zoo and destroy the zoo is hinged on one thing, and that is discipline.
morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi JOHNATHAN from Olu province of Biafra land. We are here live and direct. Today is the 28th day. Obochi Riabona Sato. Now for January. Now for 2022. I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers to listen to this hallowed platform, because this is where we worship. This is where we draw our inspirations. This is where we enlighten ourselves. We learn from each other. This is where enlightenment is dished out. Because what we are doing here, make no mistake about it, history will remember us that we did the right thing. We shall be in the good books of history that we worked so hard in order to transform the brains of our people. Our leader is the indefatigable Mazi Kanu, who is still in the enemy territory, in the Nigerian DSS dungeon, after being extraordinarily renditioned from Kenya into the big quagmire called Nigeria, the zoo. Make no mistake about it. Our leader must be released by fire, by force. We never beg for our rights. We demand for our rights and we get it. It doesn't matter what it takes, because we are Biafrans. We are not like all these old men we call, or old men and women we refer to as elders, who always beg. They beg for what belongs to them. Do you understand? They appease, they beg. No, we don't beg, because this is our right, and that is why we demand for it. Our leader did nothing wrong. Do you understand? Our leader acts in conformity with the Constitution. You know, as I played there is one Igbo senator, I played his clip. He said that asking for self-determination, as we know, is nothing wrong. Do you understand? It is nothing wrong. After all, as I preached the other day, self-determination is under the UN Charter. It is through self-determination that African countries had their flag independence. Do you know that? That's the self-determination. When America, they told the Europeans that it should be no longer business as usual, right from the First World War, that the indigenous population have the right to choose how they are governed, to choose their territory, to form their own government. Right from the First World War, America was able to convince the Allies that self-determination is a peace means. Do you understand? Is a means to achieve peace. Regarding to what they saw during the First World War, the cause of the war, the killing of the Archduke of is it Austro-Hungary by a Bosnian nationalist, because they want self-determination. They were under the occupation of the then Austro-Hungary or Hungary. So they want to rule themselves. Why should you impose yourself on other people? The Americans, they studied this because they practice enlightenment. You know, American country, USA, United States of America, is born out of enlightenment. Do you understand? It is enlightenment in experiment. They saw how the European Empire, where they originated from. They saw how they were structured, monarchy, somebody imposing himself on every other, that you have to live, you know, the person is above the law, you know, just like the Queen of England. It's above the law. You know, people are working hard for just few people. They say no. If we, after listening and learning that all people are born equal, all men are born equal, and we still go back to practice this old monarchy system, which means we have not learned nothing. We need to fashion out our own government based on the enlightenments we have. And that is why they declared independence. That started the American Revolution, based on equality, equity, justice, that everybody should be treated equal and given the same opportunity. That is, Britain said no. How can you say that? You know, Britain is an empire. They like to impose on others. Americans, they fought the colonies, the 13 colonies. They fought without a standing army, without weapons. But their bravado and their radical engagement made them win the war. France helped them anyway. France, you see, helped them because they saw Britain as their old foes. So they have to help these new people, people with a new ideology. Do you understand? And during the First World War, America studied and said, why should we be fighting war that is not ours? They studied the cause of the war is people imposing on others. Now the people they are subjugating, they want to get themselves, they want to be free. It's natural. And that is why the Americans, they were free, because they demanded for it. So they reasoned all this and they said, no, we shall help you Europeans, but listen, this self-determination should be the right of every indigenous population. England and France say, okay, yeah. They agreed. They say, because this is the cause of the main cause of this war. People want to be free. You know, in the 1914 till 18. Now, during the Second World War also, the same Europe. Because the cause of the Second World War is just like what caused, you know, the motivation or the aspirations of the old empires. Roman Empire, Ottoman Empire. They always want to conquer everybody. Be ruling everybody, you know, that they are superior. Dictating for people thousands of kilometers apart how they should live their life. When America entered the war, and we all know the result, America now warned Europe and say, look, you see England, France, is it Hitler, when he occupied you, France, your president ran away, right? Charles de Gaulle. He ran away and established a first in Algeria. From there, he went to England, right? Did you find it funny when the ruling of the occupation of Germany? France said no. He said, okay. What of you, England? You are seeing how devastating occupation is. England said, I saw it. Oh, now wow, this occupation no good. Oh. He said, from now, your people should get out of Africa, where you are occupied. It's the same way you are feeling, the same way you France felt under Hitler. They rape your women, they kill you at will because they occupy you. That is the same way you are doing in Africa, occupying their land. The same way you were feeling this second time, this 1940s. That is the same way Africans have been feeling under you. So it is time for you to prepare to leave Africa. That is when they capitalize on self-determination. Do you see it? Because I say, my boy, area no matter ya together when yambo. In area no matter. The Kanu we gumbo so that game monoto shall fall. That is what America reminded the Europeans. Oh, you invited me to come and fight for you. We are now dying. We died for you in order to kick the Nazis out of France, out of every other Poland, out of every other part of Europe. Didn't we? Say yes. Is occupation sweet? Is occupation sweet? I ask you. They say no. They say okay. Get out of Africa. Because that is the same way. The way the Nazis, Germany occupied you, that is the same way you occupy Africa. And they have been dying. And you didn't reason to think that, look, these people are human beings. Come and get out of Africa. They say, okay, thank you, sir. Because without America, Europe wouldn't have been what it is today. I'm telling you honestly. America dished out billions of dollars through what they call Marshall Plan. Do you understand? Marshall Plan. In order to rebuild Europe, the whole of Europe, even Germany. Do you see how white people? You know, I cannot overemphasize enlightenment. Oh, Chineke. Which is the core cause of the problem. Until we start reasoning in a different way, we can never progress. That is why what we are doing here on Radio Biafra is the most important thing before the physical restoration of Biafra. I'm telling you. People don't understand what we do here. Because we are trying to reset, according to our leader, reset your brains, the way we reason. When what do you call it? Fire is burning market houses. You see people watching, videoing. You see, you are thanking God, watching the devastation of your people, others, because He didn't touch you. Do you see the flawed way we reason? Selfishness personified. Thank Jesus. So he irritated my shop. What of the people in Germany? Do you see why God is punishing us? Because of selfishness. Do you see that? Do you see that? You laugh when you should cry. When others are losing, dying, you are happy that He didn't touch you. You will go and give testimony that He didn't touch you. One day it will touch you, and others will do the same thing. Do you understand? Do you see the grace of the white people? Instead of people to be collectively annoyed and vomit their venom collectively, even if it doesn't touch you. You see how people are losing their goods, their properties, dying. Oh, you remove all your properties, nothing is in your shop again. Even the fire didn't reach you. Thank Jesus, because you are lower than animal. This is what we are trying to remove here in this hallowed platform, so that when you see your brother suffering, you will take it, you feel it. He is suffering, but you are feeling the same, so that you can do anything in order to alleviate that suffering, in order to help him. Had it been people group themselves as the fire is burning, no fire service, people will become annoyed and march in their thousands, if not millions, down to the governor's office. The governor will run away. They would ask them, what is your role? Why do we have to be paying our duties in the market? Why should we be paying taxes when there is nothing to show about it? But lo and behold, you see some people thanking Chuku, Nekele Chuku, that the thing he born everybody, only him or her remain. God Almighty, that is pure wickedness. Do you understand? Absolute wickedness. I am saying here always, until we start taking action in what happens to our brothers, even in far away places. Now, Biafrans will start taking collective action for what happened in Bayelsa, for somebody that is being killed by the Nigerian security forces in Akwa Ibom. Now you see the whole Biafra land come to stand still for what happened in Akwa Ibom, for what happened in Imo, for what happened in every part of Biafra land. Now that time we know that you understand? But all the time people look at something happening to their brothers as, oh, it doesn't concern me. They will be praying, let the thing not touch me. Oh, let everybody die, but only me remain. My goodness me. This is evil in our land. You know, when we read the story in the Bible, the old people, Ndibo, God taught the Israelites to be collective. Do you understand? Not to be selfish, to be collective. That is why if one person hide, secretly do something bad against the law, God will, because of that thing one person did, instead of punishing that person, he will punish the whole country, in order to teach them to be collective, so that you don't see somebody doing bad thing and you say, as far as it didn't concern me, I don't care. God will punish all of them. You will see somebody that did one thing or the other wrong. When the Israelites will go to battle, few their enemies that are few, they will slaughter them, and they will surprise, what happened? When they will ask, the reply will come, you people have sinned. It's only one person that sinned, though. He say, you people have sinned. For you to understand the power of collectivity, organization. That is why today the topic of my submission is simply government. Government. Now I'm going to be the topic of my submission today. Before I continue, let us pray.
For God in heaven, Almighty Creator of the ancients, the maker of the heavens and the earth, who created everything that the mind of the living soul can imagine.
but none created thee. That is why we say you are immortal, you are invisible, you are omnipotent. This very God that every generation who has ever had the grace of knowing thee have always testified to your goodness. That is the same God that we kneel and bow before. This God is our refuge and our strength, a very present help, even in this time of dangerous trouble, even in this time of Fulani rage and terrorism. Therefore we shall fear no evil. This Ipob shall fear no evil. Even if the whole world is against us, even if Britain intensifies their effort to cross this very light of hope in sub-Saharan Africa, even though they shake the mountains, even though the seas may rise, even though they may give all the weapons and ammunition to the zoological republic, no matter what they do, no matter how they foment their rage, it doesn't matter to us. For God, Biafra is in the land of Biafra. We shall never ever be moved. This God of the ancients will help us now and forevermore. For Biafra shall come, and this Lord of hosts is with us. To Biafra, the same God of Jacob, the same God of Shadrach and Meshach and Abednego, this God that never abandons his people, this same God is our refuge, and we proclaim it ultimately that this God that we kneel and bow before, to make a lot to we shall worship thee, for Biafra is your promise, your word is yea and amen. Instead of your word not to come to pass, heaven and earth will cease to exist. Upon this very hope we anchor all our belief that Biafra shall come in our time, and we pray that it comes this very year, that your glory may be made manifest in the lives of men, that we may kneel and bow before thee. Nyahan solo tuto non sopo ne jamani bisya la tieke na tepu minjeni ya tuto ni ne regrege penso ugama wongo ni ne bije.
He said, once again, I welcome each and every one of you to today's edition of Radio Biafra House of Service, coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. Today is the 28th day of January 2022. Please welcome your friends and well-wishers, even your enemies. That person that owes you, na achọdọ ịkwụ gị ụgwọ, i were bere ya asị. Biko kpọọ ya. This is a work of Chukwu Okeabiama. If you can do it, call him or her now and say, "One biko, our problem." Ego. Can you tune in to Radio Biafra London and listen? Do you know when you do this type of thing, you have done more than even giving the person money? Only want the person, please come with a dose of your common sense, because that is what we preach here. Common sense. You know, our leader boasts with common sense. That is what makes him different with others. That is what makes us different with others. You will see others that are calling themselves they are freedom fighters. They boast of worldly material. They boast of what they gathered, the money they made, how rich they are. You see the pig in the creek boasting he is very rich, more than Mazi Kanu, calling for a genocide against Biafrans. But lo and behold, you still have people that are clapping for him, following him, because they are low life. Let me tell you one thing. A genuine freedom fighter never, ever boasts of anything except what he is fighting for. Do you understand? Oh, I'm able to at least I'm able to change the way our people reason. You know, that is something. It's more than money. You see others, so I'm a politician in Finland. I am a non-politician. And you are watching. These are the people that you want to take command from, or you want to listen. Sometimes I become worried. You know, when you talk about politicians, I'm talking about all these crooks. You know, he wants our people to have in mind the Nigerian politicians that they are billionaires. You know, they can command anything. They don't know that being a politician in the Western world is different. It's just like ordinary teacher. Some politicians, some countries in Western world, I will assure you that senators, in some countries, some teachers receive more salary than senators. But when they talk about politicians, you know, these people, they play on your psyche, because they know that you are gullible. I'm a politician here, something that you can never achieve till you die. And so what? The place where a president used to, you pass a president without even knowing. He will ride bicycle and pass. He's a president. Ministers, they kill on to buy bread. You understand? You see ministers, politicians drinking in the same coffee with you. They say this is the it's not something extraordinary. Just like a civil service. Do you understand? But you know, when the gullible Nigerians, when they hear politician, somebody that steals, he's looting, he's a big man, now wow, he said, everything, both crab and crayfish is using our people's brain, I'm telling you. Because, where ignorance abound, so people can talk to them anyhow. Because they believe, you're a politician. Look at what people that call themselves freedom fighters, what they are boasting of. Have you ever heard our leader saying that I'm a politician before? In England? No. He boasts of wisdom. Do you understand? He boasts of wisdom. That is the only thing. Nothing more. Anything our leaders say, even ordinary car you don't have. What does it do? Will our leader now, any place in this world, if he call, I'm so place, please, I need a car to somebody to call, you will see thousands of cars will be brought to him direct. What is more worthy than that? You see people boasting. I have money. I made the money out of militancy. The pig in the creek. A real pig. Because he is manifesting that he's a pig. Have you forgotten? Go back to Pastor Bosun's Revelations. It's there in the YouTube. Type just Pastor Bosun, Emmanuel Bosun. You will see it. He said Asari Dokobo is one of the experiments of Babangida. He's a Babangida boy. When they see somebody radical, now that is how the politicians in Nigeria do. You see all these celebrities, all these musicians. Why don't the comedians? When I see them politicians sitting down, inviting all these comedians to entertain them, it makes me, it reminds me of the old Roman Empire, where the Caesars, the elites, where the kings and queens, they will be making merry, just like Herod, making merry. He will call the gladiators, come and kill yourself for us. Let us see how you people. It's the same way. You see the politicians gather. Now what are we? Okay, let all these comedians, AYShu and co, come and entertain us. And they will come to beg money in a way. They will never speak the truth concerning the youths, concerning what everybody is suffering. Because they are in chains. Who elevated them? It's the same politicians with evil money. Let me tell you, Nigeria, the way they structure Nigeria, that is why when I see somebody, I hear somebody saying he want to move Nigeria forward, I want to, if I have gun, I will shoot that person, because he's just deceiving himself. He want to just go and do his own. That is the only thing. How are you going to do the way Nigeria has been structured now? It is for the politicians. Everything belongs to them. Whether east, west, north, south, anywhere, they are together in crime. Do you understand? No, but before you enter that clique, they will try you. They will initiate you with evil. Do you understand? Or, in a place, in a country where, they have Nollywood, they have very vibrant music industry. But why are they not singing against the system? Why? Only very few, 0.0005%. They don't sing against. They don't bring to the limelight what is happening in the country. Instead, they praise the politicians. Tell, okay, yes, you tell God to pray for Nigeria. I am a Nigerian. Oh yeah, we pray for Nigeria. Nigeria go better. That is what everything is fighting against the people in Nigeria, against the indigenous population. I say everything they are using. That is why during the failed revolution of the NSAS protests, immediately they use they know where to tune. As one Mr. Poki warned, he warned Nigerian youth that you people are fighting against the principalities and powers in very high and low places. That these are old warriors. They will play their cards on. But do you know why Nigerian youth fell? They are not matured mentally. Because if they didn't undergo mental revolution, what we have been preaching here, they still have that old mindset, that rotten mindset. That is why they were able to succumb. Do you understand? Had it been, this revolution, mental, ideological revolution, will make you to focus. You will grow above religion. You will grow above anything that they can use in hewing you down. You grow above it. You understand? But no maturity. So they play the card. The politicians, they know how to twist the mindset of people. Now, Yoruba, Mumu Yoruba youths. The Ipob boys, they destroy on Athena. Once they put out that word, you see comrades that we are together, they started suspecting each other. Yoruba say, okay, let's move and pursue this one. They say, I beg, Omoibo, waiting. Not only us here, go do it for your town. Now they divided them because they were not mentally strong, they were not matured. People that were ideologically revolutionized, they will never listen to that. They will immediately understand that this is a weapon thrown at them, an arrow thrown at them, and they will dodge it like the same way David dodged the arrow of Saul. But they were not mature enough, and the whole thing collapsed. And everybody is suffering it today, double, triple. The politicians now, what they do, if they tell you how many secret massacres since last year of NSAS protests, you will not believe it. Secretly, they were massacring. They are massacring. They don't want this type of thing to happen. Our leader was shouting at that time, say, "It is better you people not to start than to start and fail." You people don't know the magnanimity of what you engage on. You better continue, otherwise you shouldn't have started in the first place. And lo and behold, you see people running away. Politicians that have run away, many of them have run away. All of them started coming back again. Failed revolution. Nigeria will never engage in a common revolution. It's impossible. It's impossible because the way Nigeria is structured, when some part is revolutionizing, if you want to call for a common revolution, it will never work because the North will sabotage it. That is the way. That is it. They will sabotage it. That thing you are against, they will be with it. They will be supporting it. It doesn't matter the injustice, the evil in it. They say they love it, and at the end, everybody will go back to the status quo, the quagmire. That is the way Nigeria is structured. Britain is they are very, very smart in dealing with black people. They structured Nigeria in a way for you to opt out, for you to steer something good to come into Nigeria. I'm telling you honestly, because of the structure. The only thing is just to opt out, to remove ourselves from that evil union. That is it. And the thing will collapse. Therefore, this is not for only Biafrans. It's for every indigenous people in that quagmire called Nigeria to have a rethink. Stop allowing your hatred for the Igbos in order to blind your sense of reasoning. Look at as I was saying, the pig in the creek that was bragging about being rich, calling for the killing of our everybody, both you and I, everybody. And the people are listening to him, calling him a militant or anything. Somebody that you see, he is bragging about his wealth he gathered from your blood. Does it make any sense? You see Owazirike. Even anytime Owazirike is coming out on social media, he makes sure he position in a way that the camera will be capturing his mansion, his fleet of cars, to show you that I have money. You see it. And the question a very sensible, smart person will ask is this: Oga, this wealth you are bragging about, were you like this before you started this your so-called freedom fighting? Okay, is this wealth your goal at the initial time? Now why are you showing it off? If you tell me, you see white people, they will brag that, look, I helped in turning one bill into law. If it is senators, for example, this bill I have been working hard for it. It will change the lives of millions of people positively. Do you see it? I helped in changing the lives of people, in making sure that this and that was reinstalled, so that this and that evil will stop. That is bragging. Positive one. But when you see a black man, black monkey, he will brag about cars he don't even know how to manufacture. In 1,000 years, they cannot manufacture car. With private jet, he brag about private jet he don't know how to manufacture. He will brag about the house that he don't know how to manufacture the paint. Nothing he know, everything is imported. Do you see it? Do you see the difference? Do you see the reason why Che Guevara ran away from Africa? When he came as a revolutionist, he thought that he will extend the revolution to Africans by helping them to send out the Europeans. But lo and behold, when he came to fight with Africans, all that matters to the soldiers with him is belly. Now they're hungry. United Nations, come and help us. So since 6 o'clock, we never chop. Didn't you hear it in the video? Oh, sinful enhancement, they block us here. Oh, since 6 o'clock. Now it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Since 6 hours, even we never chop. United Nations bring us food, and you look at Neanderthals, Homo erectus, the early men, hunter gatherers. You are looking at them. I'm telling you honestly, it is high time we call a spade and focus on factual issues, not people that are there in order to comedians. Somebody went to say he went to fight for the freedom of his people, to control the resources in his land, and ended up being given contract to protect that resources for the enemies he was battling. The enemies now pay him, say, oh yeah, be our get man. And he's happy, he's making crumbs out of it. He will come and I'm rich. People don't even put in afoya de kam etuto. Tinye one ya all those Kanu inside will just come out. It's very, very sad indeed. Honestly, the way we reason. We should come up and know what's up in our reasoning. There is one headline or two I want to read before I go into the my mainstream submission, which will be short anyway. Let me it say here that is the news of 27 January, that is yesterday. He said, treat us as Benue indigenes. Mietiala charges autumn. The Mietiala Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, MACBAN, has appealed to Benue State Governor Samuel Ortom to consider its members as indigenes of the state. My goodness me. At a press conference in Makodi, the state capital, the chairman of MACBAN in Benue State, Rizku Mohammed, said the plea became imperative in the face of the newly amended anti-open grazing law of the state, which jacked up the fine on an impounded animal from 2,000 per cow to 50,000. They are begging to be treated as indigenes. What does it mean? What does it mean? Because they are troublemakers. They are troublemakers. They are there in order to grab land. Let me come again. Let me give you another headline. That was on the 26th of January 2022. Jihadist threat steers anti-Fulani hostility in Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast, Côte d'Ivoire. Jihadist attacks on northern Ivory Coast have ramped up hostility towards the Fulani. Do you understand? A mainly Muslim ethnic group that some accuse of providing the bulk of the raiders. That is it. Anywhere they go. Oh, it's something that is appalling. How are they surprised? Our people don't understand this Fulani. They don't understand. They are joking with them. Do you understand? Even in Ivory Coast, recently, the Ivorians, they are having problem with the Fulani in their own land. I watched it yesterday. I think is it French news, France 24. They interview many of them in the village, the Ivorian, and they say, no, we know. I no longer go into the field, so I'm afraid to come across pearl. That is the Fulani, they call them pearl. Most of those who came and carried out the attacks are pearl. We are wary now. We are very suspicious. The same thing. Anywhere they go, they cause problem. Why don't we ask ourselves, why is it, are these the only tribe living in Africa? But anywhere they pass, anywhere they go, there is problems. And our people are joking. The problem is that our people are siding them because of HAUSA. That they will receive, they will give them 1 kilo of meat. You will not, you know, but you will not survive even to swallow it. Do you understand? No, these people in Ivory Coast, the same thing. Anytime they will come and oh, you are living in peace. Wait now, one day you will surprise. Is it not what happened in Mali? The Fulani, they were living with the Bambara, the indigenous population there. They say, oh, they are even Muslims. So let me tell you, so that for you to know that whether you are Muslim or not, it doesn't matter to the Fulani. Only that or they come with trick. Oh, we are Muslims. Well, don't worry, we are Muslims. What is happening in the north today? The people they are killing, the indigenous people, many of them are Muslims. Do they care? In Mali, they are Muslims. Many of the indigenous population are Muslims. But these are people, the Fulani, they have been living with them for ages, if not for more than a century. But all of a sudden, when the jihadists came from the north, Arabs came in order to ransack villages. The Fulani they invited them. The Fulani they joined them immediately. Those people that we are living as your good neighbor, it turned immediately against the Fulani, turned against the people, their hosts. And that thing, they say, the Bambara, all the tribes, the indigenous people, they say, is it what do they call? There is another tribe, the Tuzu. There's one other tribe. I've forgotten the name. They say, so these people, they are like this. We have been neighbors. We invite them to a ceremony. We go to the same mosque. We pray. We pray at the same mosque. And they say we are one. But today they have turned against us. Do you see it? They don't see you as a human being. It doesn't matter whether you are a Muslim or you are not. As far as you are of indigenous population, their aim is to kill and take spoil. To take your land, grab your land. That is the aim of the Fulani jihadists. Remember, the Fulani started jihadism in West Africa. They brought Islamic jihadism in West Africa. Go and make your researches. Before they are coming to West Africa, people were Muslims. Tribes, we have Muslim tribes in West Africa. But they were there was nothing like jihadism. There was nothing like killing because of religion. People were living with their fellow brothers, kinsmen that were non-Muslims, and everything was going on well until the arrival of these people. They started separating communities, separating brothers, telling people that you have to kill your brother if he's not a Muslim. Once you kill that your brother because he's not a Muslim, the Fulani person will turn and kill you that killed your brother, you that is a Muslim. After he will kill you, calling you stupid. It's what they did to the Hausas. That is why stop calling them the House of Fulani, please. There is nothing like House of Fulani as a people. What we have are the Hausa and the Fulani. The history of the revelation of the Fulani in Hausa land started only in the time, during the time of Ottoman Danfodio, in the early 19th century. He used religion in order to destroy the brains of the Hausas, and they fought themselves and killed themselves for Ottoman Danfodio. And they become enslaved till today. They changed Gobe into Sokoto and they formed the Sokoto Caliphate. Please do the right thing. Stop calling them House of Fulani. What they are Hausa and the Fulani as different people. Do you understand? Now I am going to go straight to the topic of my submission, which says government. Simple. The topic of my submission is government. Today we are going to just discuss a bit about government. You know, when we talk about government, people don't mostly understand. Government is the exercise of political authority over the actions, affairs, etc. of a political unit or people, etc., as well as the performance of certain functions for this unit or bodies. We must continue. As I said, government is the exercise of political authority over the actions, affairs, etc. of a political unit, people, etc., as well as the performance of certain functions for this unit or body. Do you understand what it means? Exercise of political authority over the actions, affairs, etc. of a political unit. As well as performance of certain functions for the unit or body. Remember, politics is the activities associated with the governance of a country or an area. So that when we talk about political authority, you understand what is politics. Therefore, government is the exercise of political authority over the actions, affairs, etc. of a political unit. As human beings, as a people, you know, government is the God we are seeing. Because it controls, you should control everything concerning us. Let me start the way you will understand. You know, all of us, or most of us, we read the Bible, we are Bible students. Because this is what we read. So we start from there. During the time of the Israelites, the old Israelites, Ndibo. When I call Israelis, you will be thinking that it's these people that, no, on Ndibo, our ancestors, I'm telling you. Ndibo. Chukwu Okike trained them to be organized, to look out for each other, that you can suffer because of what your brother did or what he does. You know, God help, he doesn't like people, selfishness. Let me put it like that. That is why, as I said before, he can punish a whole nation. He punishes them for the sin or breaking of law of one person among them. You know why he's doing that? So that each and every one of them will be looking out for others. You will be mindful of what your brother is doing, because you can suffer because of what he does. God wants them to be a people, united. That is government, organization. Without organization, you cannot function. You cannot function well. Do you understand? The organization, when I say organization, remember I mean government, because government means also organization. When you organize, you know, why do people want to go to Europe and America, Western countries, Japan, South Korea? Why? Why? Do you have your brother as a president there or minister there? Do you have your townsperson as a minister or as a senator there? No. The answer is no. But because they are highly organized, that organization makes room for people to prosper. I don't know whether you understand me. But the problem is that when it comes to your own side, when they tell you that, look, let us do something, organized, be organized, so that we prosper. He said, no, you want your brother to win. Come on, be saying come on, everything. Do you see how primitive Neanderthals think? Do you see it? Because you are not developed. But you want to have visa to go to Australia, don't you? Do you have a brother there as a governor or as a mayor? No, you don't. But because of the organization, the government is organized. Because with organization, people can achieve a lot, advancement. The problem lies on organization. That is government. Do you understand? That is where the problem lies. That people's talents are not flourishing. That people are anything that is government. Lack of organization. Lack of the government. Do you understand me? Once a government is organized, highly organized, in their way, it doesn't matter. Now the people will flourish. As the people are flourishing, the country is moving forward, advancing. Do you understand? Do you remember the first time human being once in the Bible? I'm quoting the story. Do you remember the time human being want to be organized, to stay in one place? Do you remember it? Have you forgotten the Tower of Babel? When human beings, when they gather and say, no, we are not going anywhere, let us stay one place. That is forming a government. Let us be organized. Now we will build a tower that will reach the heavens. Do you understand? Whatever it is. But we are saying it literally, as it is. And God saw that what these people can do it. Because once you are organized as a people, you can achieve, you can go to any length. The problem why people are moving from one place, from Africa to Europe, dying to reach there, is because Europe is organized. Once a government is organized, the sky can be anybody's limit. Because government is a respecter of nobody, including the president. It doesn't respect nobody. You see former president of France, Sarkozy, some of his cabinet members are in jail. Some are sentenced of recent even. Some have been there in jail because of bad conduct, because of one thing or the other. So, government should not be a respecter of any person because it's a collective affair, organization. For people to advance as a people, they must first of all, organize themselves under the law. Everything should be under the law. Because government is the second God I'm not saying the second. The God you are seeing is the government. The normal God, you don't see it. You don't see it or him or the entity. I don't know whether to qualify it with him or it or anything. Our government today, that is how it should be. But lo and behold, people doesn't know. Do you know what we are doing? Because we see that there is no government, no organization in our land. And we cannot organize our land the way, according to our way, according to our system, according to our values. That is why we are doing what we are doing. In order to go back to who we are, become organized the way we could, the way we have to, according to our values, so that we can advance. Do you understand? Every advancement is based on the organization. I hope you understand me. There is when I was listening to Radio Biafra earlier, I think is it yesterday or I have forgotten. I think it was yesterday. Mazi Peter. Somebody asked a question. Oh, I'm not a member of IPOB, but am I not a Biafran? I laugh. Brother, please, if you are hearing me, can you come up? Take your this question and more. Can you ask it in this platform, please? Please, I beg you, or any like-minded person. Because the answer is very simple. You know what we are saying is, we are learning governance, the art of governance. IPOB is an institution we are trying to build. You cannot do anything without organization. It is impossible. You know what I would have asked that guy? I would have asked him, wherever you are, whether if you are in the diaspora, maybe, let me say, okay, Olo Union. Let me say Olo Union. You have many town unions, union in the diaspora, everywhere, of our people. Now, as somebody from Olo, if you are not in the town union as a registered member, it doesn't remove the fact that your house is in Olo, you are from Olo direct. Do you understand? But as a registered member of the union, there are things, you are participating on things, on meetings, on contributions, on different things. That is it. There are laws guiding that union. Let me come like the normal thing. If your wife born, maybe there is a way everybody will wear uniform, come and excuse me, come and do something, dance and do party, and give you certain amount of money. If you are bereaved, the same thing. Do you understand? There are many things involved. There are many laws. There are many benefits also. But once you are not in that union, you are an Olo person. You are from the village. But when you are, for example, if your wife borns, all those things you have no person will come. People will not come as Olo Union to do you have no claim on any of all these things. People can come individually to say, now when you get money, this and that. Finish. Do you see it? There is importance in organization. Organization is a structure. This movement is a structure. Do you understand? If you say, no, I'm not a member of, I shouldn't be a member of IPOB, how will you have this Radio Biafra? How? Tell me how. Where you even call to express yourself. You know, I used to start from scratch. Because when you are looking up, let's start from scratch. How would we have been talking to ourselves? How? If it's only social media, you know our people now. Whatever you can do, I can do it better. There would have been fire. Even now, there is fire self to confuse people. But with a structure, it's a different thing altogether. As a structured movement, it's different thing altogether. Do you understand? There are things that IPOB family members are privy to, but you don't hear it. You don't know. Because you are not a family member. We call it family member. Because we are being organized into our family. Do you see it? That is just like government. It's just like government. It's just like you're a citizen, but you evade taxes. You don't participate. You work and you don't pay taxes. How do you think that you can't get any benefit from the government? Will you? The answer is no. But you're a citizen. Do you understand that? So when I talk about this, my brother that is asking, please, you better join the family. If you say it doesn't matter me joining, and I say I don't matter joining, all of us will say start doing our own thing. We are not in a structure. How do you think? Is it not going to be anarchy? For goodness sake. Sometimes it's just like You know, it's just like, you know, the other day I said something of sort. France carried the World Cup, the last World Cup of 2018 or 19? The 2018, yes. Now, as a French citizen, anywhere you go, any country you go, even at the arrival, they would, you know, they will congratulate you. Oh, you won the World Cup. You say, you are, yes, I won it. But did you really play? Did you really play? Without that structure, for example, the structure of 23 players being in the field with a coach, coaching them, you know, professionals. If everybody come and say, no, I'm a footballer, oh yeah, let us play. There will be anarchy. It will not, it cannot go like that. So, what I'm saying is this: there is need for structure, and there is need for you to join. Because when you join, now you will be participating in your own level. It's just like cells in a body or organs. Each is working according to his own function and capacity and capability. For the upkeep, not for him, not for that particular organ alone, but for the body, for the overall upkeep of the body. That is why there's government. In our own land, there is practically no government. Practically. You know, I also had somebody complaining that is it in part of Anambra State, complete breakdown of law and order, no police presence, nothing. That is it. Nigeria will never progress in any way. Do you know why? Lack of government. Do you know why there is lack of government? Forget about the people that are stealing and looting all you hear in billions. Ask yourself, what have you benefited personally from the government, from your government? They said they have to pay for police, feeding them. If they bring police in your community, now you start feeding them. Where is the government? Do you know why Nigeria is like that? Because they forced people of divergent values together. What we have is anarchy. Nigeria never even start dreaming of progress. Everybody is looting because they know that Nigeria is no man business. It's only in Nigeria you hear the word no man business. This country is no man business. So the Nigerian thing, you don't carry it with your head, you carry it at your back, so that if it heavy you throw it. It's only in Nigeria you hear this type of evil mantra, because it's not a country. You understand? Remember, the government is the God you are seeing. Do you know that there are people? Let me tell you. If they come, they can see. I had one time. I read some place, one magazine. I think British High Commission or British embassies, they are complaining. Many parts of the world, they are telling British citizens, say, look, some things you call us, it's not our function now. Maybe a British living in Hong Kong, he had a noise of rat. He saw a rat in his room. He entered into his apartment and saw a rat. He take his phone. He call embassy. Hey, please, I need your presence here. Oh, please. Embassy official will come only to start looking for a rat in his house. He said, but this is not our work now. Oh, can't you kill a rat in your house again? Do you see the level? I want you to understand something. Government cares for people. Look at government as their God. The same way when you see something a rat, they call Jesus. That is the same way people see rat and they call their police in their own house. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? You had a noise, maybe a bird that is squeaking in your neighborhood. or on top of a tree in your neighborhood, you become afraid. You call the police. Dial the police. Police come, you say, I had this noise. I don't know. This bird is scaring me. Please, can you let him go? Do something so that he move. Do you see? It might be funny to you, but that is the reality. And they will diligently do it. They will move around to assure you, because it's a work of the government in order to protect the people. They will go around and maybe they will see one Wanza or Ikwikwi, and they will pursue him. Hey, come out. Hey, they will make noise. He will fly away. They will come and tell you, Madam, everything is okay. They will pet you. Do you need anything? Don't worry. It's a bed. Please don't be afraid. There is nothing. They will assure you that they are there. The same way the government is the God you are seeing, but our people out of ignorance, they look down on it. They will tell you, no, waiting concern Nigerian government, which is true anyway. But that is why we are trying to do what? To restore our nation, who we are, in order to be part of and parcel of the government, so that the government will be in our doorstep. Government should be at your doorstep at any time, to protect you, to assure you, to give you whatever you want. That is the government. Government let me come people know government is God you are seeing. Do you know the reason why religion abound? Religiosity abounds in our land. Do you know the reason? Because there is no government. There is no government. That is why. So that vacuum is being filled with charlatans, or by charlatans. People that will come in order to give you fake hope, whereas normally government should be your hope. They will come and give you fake hope. Don't worry, God will do it. Don't worry, you wake up tomorrow. If I'm a man of God, by this time next year you will carry your jeep, and you say amen. As this clergy warned, they say amen doesn't buy cement. Do you understand? So our people don't understand what government is. They thought that government is when you are there, you are stealing all this. You don't know. If you people understand it, you will rise up and go and take back what belongs to you. That is what we are doing. Human beings are referred to as advanced animals because they are able to organize themselves into governments in order to advance. Without organization, you can never advance, because government is the God you are seeing. That is government. That is government. Because they have solution to everything, every of your problem. You are sick, you hold your government accountable for good hospital, and they treat you as a citizen. If you don't have cash, they will do it. You have the right to be treated as a citizen. It doesn't matter the sickness. Do you understand that? That is the work of the government. But if our people are hearing it, some of them will be saying, nah, Chineke, how can this be? But that is the reality. Without government, you can never advance. That is without organization. That is why when I see people that come and say, I'm not a member of IPOB, but what? There should not be but. Now you stop there, don't talk. Because you have no right to even put mouth on something concerning IPOB. You, as far as you are an individualistic, selfish, be selfish. Don't speak out about IPOB. Because IPOB is a movement. It's an institution that will flow into our system. Do you understand what we are doing? The same way ANC, without a structure, you cannot even put up a fight. You see ANC, African National Congress. It was a political party. They have to form. They were not looking for, to separate from South Africa. No, that is why they use a party, which means it's a structure. without a structure, with a head, with somebody championing it, or a group of people championing it, with it, it can never get there, because there's no way you can organize yourself. So people should understand this. You must belong. It's a must. Without it, you have nothing to say. Some people used to call this platform, but they are not even members of family members of IPOB. And when you talk to them, hey, must all of us be? I'm a Biafran. Yes, you're a Biafran. But without this IPOB, you wouldn't be calling and talking about Biafra. IPOB is championing it. You understand? So you must belong. Remember, I'm talking about government. As I said before, do you remember the story of the Tower of Babel? The people tried to organize themselves in order to remain together so that they can build something very great. That is it. They want to form themselves into government. Organize government, because united we stand. That is why our enemies, what they do is trying to thwart us, to make us sing. Now mind your own business. Mind you, and this thing they have done it enters into our blood, our bone marrow. So that when your neighbor's house is burning, you are trying to plead the blood of Jesus so that it doesn't touch you, and you are happy that instead of you to be sad and even feel more guilty that this person is suffering this, so that you do something. You start thanking Jesus that it happened to all my neighbors, but it didn't happen to me. I am going to this church. That is why my daddy Geo gave me oil. That is the reason. Do you see how gullible you are? United we stand. Nigeria is a mess today because there is lack of organization. This lack of organization is as a result of forcing people with different and opposing values together. The result is the anarchy and chaos we are witnessing today, because there is lack of government. Any government that is weak, their selfishness thrives. And selfishness, when we talk about selfishness is in every human being. What curbs selfishness is law. You understand? Government is not a respecter of anybody, as I said. Government, law. The government makes law that controls even the religion you are going under democratic setting normally. But because there is no government to control it, now they gave the religious clergy, the imams, the traditionalists, they gave them that power, the leeway to enter and start controlling your psyche. Now the few politicians use the religious organizations in order to control the population, the psyche of the population. Do you see it? Because there is no government. That is it. All that matters to them, they will go to mosque and preach. You vote for this. You vote for this. Is a man of Allah. He's a Muslim. Vote for him. Do not vote for infidel. Finish. And that is why they allow everything to thrive. That is why they allow Islamic bells to ring early in the morning. Do you see it? The megaphones. Without it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that people are that are sleeping. The disturbances. No. Because it's an agent. They are using it as an arm of the politicians. The same thing goes to churches. I saw in a social media where somebody was crying, videoing, crying. Early, he said 4 o'clock. He said he came back from work on night shift in the zoo, in our land, in Biafra land. He said there is a church. People, you hear the sound of the church. Oh, die by fire. Early in the morning, he said they will use speaker everywhere, disturbing the neighborhood. People that supposed to sleep quietly, that went to work and supposed to sleep, they are not sleeping. If you talk, they say you are an antichrist. Do you see how they do? But government controls all these things. When they look that, oh, you are disturbed, you can practice your religion, there is no problem. Do you know, like even the call for prayers in many European countries, you regulate it in your watch. Do you understand? Because it's private. You don't disturb people because you want to pray. You want to pray to who? That is your concern. There are people that are sleeping, so you don't disturb them. That is the role of government. In order to maintain equilibrium, it's a respecter of nobody. That is government. Do you understand? But in our own land, come out and say, well, oh, this church, pastor, you people are disturbing me. I'm a neighbor, I'm working, and if I work, I need to sleep. They will cast out the demon. They will say you are an antichrist. Do you see it? Do you see? Because there is no government. If there is a government, they will regulate all these things. And this is the reason why you are dying to go to Europe, where things are organized and regulated, so that you don't match on another person's foot. If you are worshiping your God the way who you call your God, that is your problem. Do it the way you want, but don't disturb others. Do you see it? You know, you want to get visa to go to South Korea, but if they tell you to do that thing they did in South Korea so that we advance, you say no. Because you are nepotistic. You want that your brother or that your kinsman that is from your village to be there as the chairman of the local government. It doesn't matter whether he is a nincompoop. It doesn't matter whether he is non-entity. All that matters to you is is our man from our village. But you are living in South Korea. Why are you there? And you are making money sending home. Is the president or any member of South Korean government, do they come from Mungwa? But when the governor is and you are fighting because you are gullible and primitive. I used to preach this thing. Primitivity is the cause of our problem. The way we reason, very primitive way. As you are enjoying in America, is the president of America your townsman? The answer is no. You see our people progressing outside in the diaspora because of the policies, good policies of the government. They don't need to have Abraham Nana in order to go into that position, but they were given that position because they merit it. That is how a country is being developed. Not it's our man. Nigeria is like that. Britain structured Nigeria in that way. Because when you are talking about merit, maybe at the early time, people were talking about merit, okay. Merit, they will say, is it only Igbo people that will take over this company? Ajokuta State Company. But these are the people, the best, that were being put there. The best. Now, it become taboo, and your jealousy starts. But when you go to England, you apply for a job, you merit. You are from the zoo. You don't say, there is no nepotism there, as you have in the zoo. If it's in the zoo, when is it an Ipob man? All these Ipob people, or they are domineering. But why are you going to ask for a job in a country that is not yours, and you receive it? The governor there, the mayor there, is it from your village? Is it from your race? Is he from your tribe? Very primitive Neanderthals. You know, as our leader said, in Biafra land, we take the best. Even if all the best are from the same family, we take them. What we want is to push the country forward. That is it. And that is why countries move forward. That is why, the white people are going to space. Have you asked yourself, why is it that we are only consuming? There are many things involved. First of all, you start by organizing yourself into good government. It's not easy. Do you think it's easy to map out money and it will be there to pay people that are that doesn't have job? Do you think it is easy to pay disabled men and women that are not working? Why didn't one person pocket the whole money? In Nigeria, they don't pay pension. Even I'm talking of pension. What of the people that are active in service? I say my sister, who is a teacher, he said they have lost count of when they are being paid, which months. What they now do is they, from time to time, once in a blue moon, they will just bring the money that is not complete 1 month. They don't write the month. So they themselves, they will be happy that even they remember them. It might be maybe February 2019. They didn't know again. So another person should ask. You don't ask. Just accept and go and thank Jesus. Pay your tithe that even they remember us. Do you see how gullible and wicked black people are? Do you see it? These people, they take the whole money, buying houses. That's why they die for they kill people for natural resources, because they are unable to develop human resources. Look at in our land, in Uguta, they are drilling oil in the night. Every night they send out, if not hundreds of tankers, hundreds of tankers out in the night, heavily guarded. And the people there, they don't have single electricity. In Anambra, the same thing. In Ebony, the same thing. They kill, because these are people that are unable to organize themselves in order to develop human resources, to develop the brain. Do you see? Do you see the reason why we are doing what we are doing? For us to get out of this nightmare we call Nigeria. A nightmare where nothing, no government. Everybody goes there just to steal. People are thinking of government, to steal and loot and nothing more. But the most funniest part of it is that everybody in Nigeria, or almost everybody, is radical or fanatics in religion. Everybody. But everybody is rotten. If you are not fanatical in Islam, you are fanatical in Christianity. If you are not fanatical in Christianity, you are fanatical in traditional religion. And tell me, nothing is moving on. It is better, high time for us to join hands together in order to get what we want, so that we can organize ourselves with same value. Do you understand? When I talk about government also, make no mistake about it. Every government takes, every good government, it works with the way of the people, with the value of the people. What might be good? You see, United Arab Emirates. Do you know it's a monarchy? Do you know that United Arab Emirates is a monarchy? I think constitutional monarchy. They fashioned their monarchical system in a way that favors their way. It's a monarchy. You understand? But they fashioned it in their own peculiar way. Do you understand it? See how they are progressing. See how you want to go there. But you have forgotten that they are Muslims. Don't you? We are black people, we are gullible, honestly. We are incapable of developing ourselves. That is why Biafra, we are dying to restore Biafra, so that we can prove people wrong. People that think that black race cannot develop, it is lie. We are badly organized. They impose governments on us by the Europeans. That is the reason. And we are trying to untangle that slavery, so that we can govern ourselves in our peculiar way. Look at Dubai. Saudi Arabia is a Sharia country. They are progressing. When we tell our northern neighbors, the caliphate, please leave us alone. Please leave us alone. Go your way. If you want to progress, if you want your system, you need to progress. You need to take your system if it's Sharia. But it is not the same thing with us. Please, won't you leave us and go your system? You progress through there. After all, Saudi Arabia is progressing through Sharia. Why won't you do the same? But we can never. We don't know Sharia. Sharia don't know us. What is difficult there? Look at how you are imposing your Fulani Nama on us, saying that there is a must, you must destroy our farm crops. It is not like that. This is anathema. It's something against our custom. The same way in your Sharia norms, you don't allow bars, whereas we have any place in our side you can drink. Because we have palm wine. It's not this is our way of life. And we are now telling you that, look, this your mama, you can never bring it to our land again. Because it is destroying our way of life. Can't you understand? Is it asking is it something so big to understand? Because as we continue this quagmirish Nigeria, these skirmishes, this one want to conquer, this one want to say no, resistance, no. What time would there be for progress? No time. Only conquering, resistance will say no, this one say no. See, it leads to anarchy, unended anarchy, or unending anarchy. Do you understand me? What we are asking for is for us to be able to control our own lives, our lives, our own way. China has a unitary government, but they are progressing. It's not a democracy, because that is who they are right from the beginning. Do you understand? Japan maintains their traditional system, but they are developed. Do you understand? They resisted European Christianity for 265 years. I used to sing it here every day. But they are progressing. They maintain their way of life. They maintain their tradition, their traditional way of life, and they are progressing through it. As I said before, Saudi Arabia maintains their Islamic Sharia, but they are progressing because it is their way of life. Why can't we be allowed in order to practice our way of life? Why? Why must we be in Nigeria where nothing works? Because there is no organization, because there is lack of government. Why shouldn't we Biafrans be allowed to choose our own government according to our own values? This is what we can never achieve in Nigeria. Do you understand? Look at how our properties are tactically destroyed in our land, under Nigerian city. They will bomb somewhere, say it's what do you call it? Tanker explosion. They will voluntarily explode it, and the people will die. And they'll say, it is. Do you know that if Biafra comes, if you have this type of thing, there will be special panel investigating what really happened, whether it is a terrorist attack or anything. But under Nigerian setting, no way. Oh, don't worry, it's like that. Everything happens like this. So it's an accident, and everybody will go back to sleep. Do you see it? This is what we are against. They are burning our markets. They are destroying our lives and our livelihoods in the name of one Nigeria. Well, no investigation, nothing. Everything is Nigeria is accident. After all, accidents happen. No investigation. Under Biafra, it will not be so, because everybody will be involved. This is where I'm going to stop, so that I will open my lines. But before I do that, I will go into a few minutes break. There is something I want to say here, please, before I go into the break. We are having problems with our musics we are playing here. That is why since all these days you see me playing sound, this same sound. People that are inboxing us, sending us Biafra music, it is very sad and annoying. You sing a music for freedom and you go and copyright it. Just use your tongue to count your teeth. Are you doing the right thing? Why are you copyrighting it? Something for freedom. Music for freedom should be something that even you want everybody to be singing everywhere. In Facebook, in YouTube. But you go and copyright it. So that if we finish preaching here, on social media, on Facebook, they will block it. They say, no, we are playing somebody's copyright. Isn't it annoying? That is why any person that send me music, I will ask you, did you copyright it? Let us stop being stupid and foolish, please. This is stupidity. You sing a song for Biafra restoration. This thing, you want it to be ricocheting all over the world. Now you go and copyright it. Say any person that sing it, if not me, my authorization, let you stop it. Is it not stupidity? Sometimes we act like in absurd. It's annoying, I'm telling you. It's annoying. Highly absurd. Something you will like, you remove that copyright. Don't say, let everybody be singing it all over the world. Why are you copyrighting it, for goodness sake? Why? Everything I name, everything we have to explain. You common sense should tell you, stop copyrighting your song. It is a freedom fighting. You normally even use without being told you're supposed to know that now this music I'm singing is not for making money. It is for Biafra, to be propagated all over the world. Now, why are you going to restrict it through copyright? Sometimes our people, I say sometimes our people are stupid, highly stupid. If we finish preaching, Facebook will cut it because of your useless music. Do you understand me? Because of your music, you go and copyright it because of you want. I don't know why are you restricting it, and you are sending it to us to sing, to play on Radio Biafra. Why? Sometimes the way our people think and reason, is it everything that we must be told? Is it everything? Everything. There are things you have to use your common sense and know that, look, this thing is not supposed to be like this. But I be here, I can watch everything. That's why I can make it our leader. Sometimes I'm saying our leader, Chineke. This man self. Sometimes are you not suffering yourself for people that are somehow? But it's because God brought him. So please, if you are sending us music, any music about Biafra, make sure. Maybe out of ignorance, you don't know, you are managing anything. Tell him, I don't want to copyright, to leave it open. Any person can play it. If you want, play it in the church. If you want, play it in YouTube. Play it in radio. Play it in anywhere. That is how it should be. Let us call a spade a spade. I will go on a few minutes break. So that when I come back, I will open my lines. I will be right back. All these things makes me, I don't play any music. Send me thousands of music, I don't play. Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi JOHNATHAN. Today is the 28th day of January in the year of our Lord 2022. Our lines are now open. Our direct line as usual is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, WhatsApp and Signal line +61 405 142 547. Call us and give us your view. But remember, the topic of our submission today talks about government. Because government is the God you are seeing. You know, as you are praying to God, God, do for me this, do so. That is how a government, normally you pray to your government. That's it. You ask your government to do this and do that. That thing you are praying to God. To send your children to school. Give you money to send your children to school. Government should do it. Do you understand? But people don't understand. I have a caller, a first caller. Remember, you can also call on Signal, because I don't know why people are not calling on Signal. The Signal phone used to be less busy, less busy. Caller on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program. You are the first caller. Can you hear me? My people. Caller, you called and cut off. Continue. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Sorry, caller on Signal. I beg your pardon. Caller on Signal. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Mazi. Good evening to you.
Mazi JOHNATHAN. Welcome to the show.
No, my brother, thank you so much. As usual, you have delivered it again, once again today. Thank you so much, my brother. Mazi, before I start, I want to make some comments from the last caller. The last day had you, who was requesting you to make your broadcast 10 minutes or 15 minutes. You know, it's like most of the time I always laugh at our people. Our people are unbelievable people. You know, this particular history and the teachings that you are giving to us, which we cannot find anywhere. Can somebody now support that now our people and here is not mama over na here for long. You know, there's no preaching that you have ever had here. Just like our leaders, it goes up to 2 hours or sometimes 2.5 hours. There's no bored. There's no time that anyone is bored listening to you. Every word that come out of your mouth is new to us. We listen to it. You open our eyes. Beautiful. In fact, you get preach go there 5 hours. To be honest with you, no one will be bored with you because
you know, heads are not the same. Let's be honest. You know, let me tell you one thing. I could remember during my secondary school? Yes, I could remember. There is one guy there in our class. Personally, I used to pity him. He was bigger than all of us. He can be in reading. Not that he doesn't read or he doesn't study. But from morning till Abasha school, but nothing is entering his head. No, I'm telling you, I'm serious.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
And there are people like us. You know, you don't need to even talk too long. Papa, we have collected. We know where you are going right from beginning. So, you know, I don't blame. You know, this radio is being listened to different people, so you don't blame somebody for speaking his own mind or speaking how I'm telling you. So that's it.
Yeah. Okay. So let me not blame him. The only thing that I'm feeling is that now, like history is something that you have to say it the way. Even if you raise, just like today, you are doing only government. If you don't analyze it in a broader way, we are going to, even in school when we are teaching history, the person have to take time to say it the way it is, because it's not something that you can call halfway, then you left it. It's something that you make sure that particular time you're teaching, you finish it. But anyway, let me go to my submission. You know, fellow Biafrans, the people in the zoo, let's look at what our able brother taught us today about government. You know, as soon as you step away from Nigeria, let's say even Cotonou, you will start understanding what government is all about. As soon as you step a little bit away from the zoo to Ghana, now we are now far away, a little bit far from even those places that are not developed like where we are. Or you go to Europe, you then ask yourself questions. Who are these people that are ruling us? Because they are not leaders. They are actually ruling you guys. Saudi Arabia and some other places, Dubai, that Dubai, everyone wants to go to Dubai. When you look at what Dubai is talking about us in the zoo, when did they start? And what have they achieved at this point? Then these people that are ruling us will not develop our land. They will not go to a place that is developed already to go and buy a property. Then when you sit and ask yourself, why is it that our politicians, some of the governors, are planning to go and stay after they finish their tenure in another person's land? Why are they doing that? Does it mean that the way that there is much better than our own? Is it that these people are white? These people want to be closer to the white people? No, do you know why they are doing that? It's because those places are very developed, and they don't do prayers the way we do in the zoo, and there is no wind that is chasing them, because the wind that is chasing our people is on the development that our people has given to our people. If there is electricity, good road, if there is hospital, not me, not Mazi JOHNATHAN will be where he is today. We will be in our land. But because government has decided to suppress everyone and now turn around and give us church. People build their mall in Katangala and Bauchi and build church for his people.
The same way we have Asare Dokubo for building in Kotonu, then build the mosque in Bayelsa for his people.
In Bayelsa. Now look at Asare Dokubo where he's staying. Before his house in Iguacha, you have to pass a lot of rivers even before you get to his place. Then he leaves those places. And do you know the funny thing? There's a funny thing in Nigeria that sometimes when I sit, I laugh on my own. Mazi JOHNATHAN, they make money. He decided that he's going to do road from so place to so place. He come and ask the governor, I have made money, my own money. I want to bring development, a road to my people. The governor will say, no, you cannot do. I mean, government, we don't, in fact, sometimes it's like, let there be an atomic bomb to destroy Nigeria and then they build it again. Because when you're talking about what is happening in Nigeria, you know there is nothing, there is no Nigeria, there's no place called, there's no people in that area. You know why? The government has suppressed everyone, make sure that everyone is poor. You poor in your reasoning, you poor in your way of life. Like somebody like our brother was talking about now. Somebody will come back to your house after market, make you sleep. One uncircumcised Philistine will carry mic and one of these their useless speaker, put on top of his mouth, then they do a wakupala. early morning where you need to sleep. In other places that is the way where government they control something, there is nothing like that. And there are places where you hooter, and there are places you don't need to hooter. Can you look at the road in Nigeria? Can you look at the road in Biafra land? That is what government has provided for us, and they leave our land, and they go to another man's land, and develop it. There's no school in Nigeria that is standard. They destroy all government schools and allow the church, these armed robbers called churches, to build university. That even the woman that is cleaning the stairs of those churches, they get the money for the university cannot attend to. And they're talking about going to heaven. What happens? When you talk about this government for 13, I'm going to say this. Please, my people, let's do whatever we can to get Biafra. We have capable hands that are billionaires in dollars that are ready to come and rebuild our land, to make it habitable for everyone, to give you exactly what we are enjoying here. We want to come and help to make sure that you have a good life. But we need you to do us one favor. Stand up and defend your family and your life. Stand up and defend your community. Stand up and make sure that these people do not take us back another 50 years. We are very lucky in our generation that Elohim has seen our cry and our pain and decided to send us our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He has said everything, has done everything. The ball is in our court. We are pleading. Please, let's stand up together and let there be a revolution in our land.
Thank you very much, my brother. Remain blessed. I have another caller that has been patiently waiting on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, I don't know whether you can hear me, and I think you could. Can you start by giving us your name and where you're calling from, if you may? There, welcome to the program.
As Jonathan, good evening, sir. My name is Kenechukwu Okukabia.
There, My
name is Kenechukwu Okukabia. I'm calling from the Zoological Republic of India.
The evil zoo, Lord, please.
Mazi, I want to thank you. Let me speak on my language, sir.
Go on, please.
Mazi, ask him, thank you, no, for money. Or did easy. Since I know Oboda, I was going no, I know Oboda, but it died. No, I know like the one where I'm at the end. And I'm assuming them no one na money men on Amari and one when I met each other, which you can't. A man of Amari. Double like a went, Ologana over the other of Moyogana, Picanora, in a Mequin around or Passarogi, or Fubosi, or Runaco. You name a store, indeed, on a mending Bogana Passarogi and aside that Chukuni Buchai. Yeah, yet to be in a Bruchukunish. I have a year to come here, no way to father I look at Diana, half an hour, and I hope to open the Bosnian Buru Bible, clean the Buru Bible, the quick on one other, and they wish to the models out of my mother now. I never call I got church. Cheese, I go out of church, and when you rose, I don't know, Ocadro, Bosnian, and 18 Bufia. I should have put the Basibo. I make a noon of Mamma one numero, Cuckoo, Chukunaluna, Chukugozio. Young Paninu Merai, DOS, I soon nazo, I'm on Dibundin that Chukugozio, or Biafra.
Almost, hey Biafra, there wo, Udo, the Kwaragi. We must continue. Iya ne kukwena kai mweto bodai, ure men yotoga dia imma. That's what we are preaching here. In order to restore our land, so that we can build it to our taste. Because you cannot do it in Nigeria. It's impossible. You understand? You can't do it in Nigeria because the system is fundamentally flawed. You know, okay, let me pick this caller on Signal. Caller on Signal. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on Signal. We must continue.
Yes, Mazi, I can hear you. Am I coming out clear?
You are coming out crystal clear. Please go on.
Okay, my leader, Mazi Jonathan, may Chukwuka Abiyama bless you. Thank you for good work. My name is Mazi Akas. I'm calling from Austria. And by the special grace of Chukwuka Abiyama, I am the IPOB Austria National PRO. Mazi, I just want to tell our Biafran people to stand up that the time has come and we are in the final battle of this struggle. Nobody should be discouraged. Nobody should look as if you don't know what is happening. All eyes should set on the ball, because this time around, what I used to think is that this is the final battle that we are going to fight to restore Biafra. So please, I am begging everybody to stand side by side by our leader Nnamdi Kanu, so that all of us can be able to do the needful, making sure that we restore Biafra, because without Biafra we have no future. Mazi, I heard one of our brothers saying here what these so-called pastors are doing to our people. You know, there was a program our leader Nnamdi Kanu said that Nigerian pastors will go to hellfire. Mazi, when he said it in all hell broke loose. People don't understand when our leader is speaking, he speaks what our people have to listen. You have to listen what he said. These people will go, man. The ones that pay me most is that they will collect money from these poor masses, build a school. At the end of the day, he said the pastor will not allow the members of his church to attend that school. The same woman who came to his church and give this pastor 10% of whatever she has suffered for inside the market. When that woman get problem, they will even give that woman access to see this pastor. You begin to wonder, negotiation. Which one we going to? Look at this place we are living, Martin. We are living in this heaven we are talking about, because the government make everything easy for every human being. Do you know here we are living when a woman gives birth? Government pay the woman. You have to decide how you are going to collect the money. If you want it 6 months, they will give you. If you want it another 1 year, they will give you. If you want it, don't say this is how I want money, but you have to give it 3 years. When the child started nursery school, you can now go back to work. Martin, do you know here?
Say, can I come in here? This natal payments, money they pay to pregnant and people that born, women that deliver. Yes. Is it not what, for example, in the zoo, a woman will be going dry fasting for God to help her to give her money so that when she born, she'll be able to manage it. Is it not the same thing? That God they are calling the unseen is the government. It should be the government. Because once you receive this money, once the government makes this thing available, are you going to start praying to God again? God, I need money in order to maintain my baby. In order to, is there any need for that prayer again? There's no need.
Mazi, that is it. This what I'm talking about is not even. This one is they give the woman after when he gives to birth. After that one, they continue the other one they are paying to the children until they get 18. I'm telling you. So I just said, how would that this poor woman need them to give you money to feed your children when the government has provided that money?
Mazi, you know, just hold on. You know, we are saying something here. Imagine, let me just imagine. Maybe you're married to a citizen there. I'm imagining. I don't know. Or maybe a woman in Austria. She now came into Nigeria. She has children and is receiving all these things from her government. And all of a sudden, you take her to church. And the pastor will be preaching Pray that God will bless you so that when you born your child, you will not lack in order to maintain her school fees, this and that. How will that woman from Austria be reasoning? It will be highly it will say, but what is it? And you see people saying, oh God, help us to train our children. But this one will just be watching. Say, what? Do you think that she will pray? She will see the people as stupid. What are they doing here? Praying for what? What my government is giving to me. Do you see why I say that government is the God you are seeing? Mazi, go on, please.
Certainly, even after going out of that church, she will want me not even enter church again. I'm telling you, honestly speaking. This is exactly why the reason why Nnamdi Kanu said these pastors that are deceiving people, when the people might have suffered all the day, the government has fed them, they run into the house of God for them to be delivered, for the man of God to stand on the pulpit to tell them that your problem is the government, they're failing to do the necessary things that you people should stop disturbing me here. You people, they expect to create a job that when you finish school, you can be able to get a job. They fail to give you electricity. They fail to give you a good loan. They will say, Mazi, they will take the same people pray that the government will change. Our problem is not the government. God is going to do it for us. They will completely pursue the people, the rest of you carry go here. They will finish it by you. I know that these people are working hand to hand with the Nigerian government. This is why the people cannot even be able to wake on their slumber. And this thing must stop. When this radio Biafra is concerned, I saw the tweet by our brother Chinasa Moro, where my brain wants to burst. I said, what?
I saw the same thing.
I cannot live here. Even if I'm devil, living in Nigeria, with what this one doing, Master who said I want to leave them. Because they have disturbed this devil so that they don't even want know what to complain to God again. The one that concerned devil, the one that don't concern devil, and hold your government accountable. They are the devil. Who don't do anything to honor. These people are irritating me. If somebody have not lived a country called Nigeria to see what life is all about, they won't understand what we are shouting here. The reason we are shouting this is because we have seen it, we have experienced it, it's true and it's working. This is why we want to live in Nigeria. So that we will make our own life like this place I'm staying. That our people can get jobs, they can go to school, when they come out, everything will be abundant in them because Kabiama has given us the resources that we will use to create conditions for our people. Rather, what they do there is these resources are there, they will after selling everything they are stealing, will share the money and put it inside their pocket. All their children is here in Western world going to one of the best schools. They are one of the best houses here. They are private jets. They are living big. And the poor masses are suffering. When you talk, they send soldiers to kill you. Mazi, they say problem. We must leave Nigeria. If anybody who thinks like Nigeria, make your life and your family be like that country called Nigeria. Because if the country good, you will not run away. You will not run away. If these people are doubting me today, let them be a sheep. Just land in that proper off. And say, they will just prefer, if you want to stay in Nigeria, if you want to live to Europe, come and jump into this ship. I swear,
you want to empty Lagos?
Ship with, even some them will hold antenna and the ship to take them out of Nigeria. And when we are saying this thing, the same person who will jump into that the same ship to run away will tell you, let us keep on managing it. You go manage Nigeria go manage you alive. If you don't like what is happening, stand up and join what we are doing so that every indigenous person in that country will be free from this cage that Nigerian government and British have kept all of us. Mazi, thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Remain blessed. I have a caller that has been patiently waiting on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Are you there? I have. Okay, I don't know what happened. The caller dropped. I don't know. I didn't know. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Mazi, good evening from here, Mozambique.
Yeah, well,
Good evening from here, Mozambique. Yeah. Mazi, italo kwa jezi na bali. Italo kwa jezi because sometimes before the man I never heard about the Mazi Abawa. Yes, it's from here, Mozambique. Mazi, the problem that we have because of lack of rain, that's our because of lack of information. In this Mozambique that we are living in here, Mazi, Mozambique is that every corner of the Mozambique, any part of the whole Mozambique, the ADM Mozambique will extending the whole NEPA. This is the project. Go last year, they want to extend the whole place. No can grow everywhere. There's a lot of more things. These people, the more people are extending the whole wire everywhere, the energy everywhere, they will get more money. Somebody that I call for home say that now all these people that are selling generator are the one that are blocking the way of the giving the bribe. How much these people can get bribe? How much bribe that can give the so-called Nigeria power holding?
Something here. Do you know Nigeria the evil? Do you understand? Do not think that it is what they are telling you is not true. They are bribing. Do you know what is happening? These people, these politicians, they will go outside, abroad, in Indonesia, in Malaysia, in China, in Thailand. They will have build factories manufacturing these generators. So they have to, all that to happen, they will be bringing, the thing is, Nigerian market. They give Indonesians jobs in order to be exploiting their people. Nigeria has special evil. It's a black spot on this planet Earth, I'm telling you. The type of evil there is something, even we make God to even, I don't know, whether to run away from Earth. I don't really understand. Nigeria is supposed to be destroyed, and that is what we are doing. That is the truth about it. Go on, please.
Yeah, very soon they will destroy it, because one of our brothers said that if you want to know what government are doing for people, step your leg to other neighboring country, that place, you will see the difference of that. Because of one enjoyment for anything concerning this light, because that place, the darkness of this Nigeria. Oh, yeah, for darkness. I have to in the darkness of drown. One because one born on us that Nigeria, one year back Nigeria, because I don't see the reason why somebody can travel any part of the whole world. Electricity is something that somebody can give. And as you put it, Chile cannot wire government. Mazi obodo sawa close get that we buy ya pakachile gegi yakwu egi yakwu oka mma na igburu mmadụ na igburu about mayor that's because this is one way you get that one police get that one na get that one way ekwuru ihe maka chile keto ko so tụrụ obodo ono Malawi nkete Malawi Rahman state Malawi gi juru kwa taya moto gi uburu taya old tire you cannot enter Malawi. I will check how many days, how many years that tire how many months tire. If you more than 2 years of attention that tire will change that tire before you enter Malawi. But I don't know the reason our people are dying and many because of this selfish interest of the government. There's no law. If you have money, you can slap somebody, you can beat somebody. One day, go in the name. No boy got boy photo. Give take guy if you name it. No boy get photo code no photo. No boy spend that money. She no boy because it don't have right to stand. It say step your hand each anybody to slap or to beat to do anything. You don't have the right. Only law can do the person. Mazi mpana school obodo da ka money here na school obodo ada apia money here obodo na school na ada apia money here obodo but every guy there's an behave as no military regime or military war. As I don't see the reason our people are still taking the country as my country. Only on us Nigeria my country. no matter how say our here document is a country that we can see that I'm a different country. But my own heart, my own say, if you come in Nigeria, I say, God forbid, I'm not Nigeria. So because of this, because of that, Mazi Okomo na Nigeria no, all so the same about Obi. No, they reach an Okomo na Nigeria. And if we can match watch and alcohol and enjoyment on enjoyment, there's no enjoyment in there because if you have enjoyment, you guys will be. You go Busaki with a phone, motor jeep here, or you home jeep now. But the person don't have the network to make call. To make a call, that's in network. How will he get to road? A lot of things are going to compare that place. Nobody can make a call, you can make an international call, you can make it. I'm living here in one province, that province and this city is not more development, but I still calling you now. Everything was all right and good and fine. I still get a lot of congestion for what? If you have congestion, if you have a consumer, people that consume that, you bring more equipment to satisfy people that they consume that thing. This is how life be. I say, I say, I can equip. I say, I can equip. Don't say I get my heart child. I get shy. But so I got I'm more for no one me penanya. I ask Kanu. Many the ways the one kata. I don't Abraham Biafra no so what. Get Abraham no so we can get Abraham also. Give me here, make you work it up, give away money, give away your only game. But I want to this is your own time. What did you actually give out for? You don't want to buy for no again like I know some get a half. You want to be a get a half. Get your money. He gets you be a man. Then men dish. Give a minimum it's a sacrifice. Man has him on here. One give me Halia. Showing an echo Biafra. You know, Biafra. Because you here take a man. That day, you hadn't a whole because how are like I just don't why I don't want to Biafra. Biafra in like I do why I do want to Biafra. Somebody check a new Kajimani, Ojimana Wadibia, Ojimana Hagajima, Ojimana Odeshi, Ojimana Hagajis protected why. Ndochi, nature Yagabo, Kanu now okay, Runa didn't jag and didn't jag Kabor and that one by one, run a guy, didn't kidnap one, okay, Rumbuga Pata, Clone, Kazan Bono, Bolin again, you want a Bible, go for Koa. You want to look at me what on the cabin, what I really want to look at what you want to boom can I don't go one I was shut, but I check the put a born college Nabalia. Now I cook at Roga, then I'm once in the Kaki Puchowa, about in the Google, the Hambasiki, when did they make it? Oh, go about it, how I get a hatch cook at Bema. He said, Semas of the Mozambique and Pola province. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We must continue. I have a caller on signal. Caller on signal, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yes, my brother, I can hear you.
Welcome to the program.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, well, good evening.
Yeah, so the topic of tonight is government. So to start with, my name is Ifan Chukwumada Abuchi. I'm calling you from the Kingdom of the Netherlands. So, government. I'm begging all Biafrans from the uppermost of the upland to the those living in the islands of the riverine, including the riverine dwellers. Government, like our brother Mazi Jonathan said, is the God that you see. And that God you see, or that worker for you, you can see. You can hold him accountable. You can pressurize him to work for you or work better for you. That is where we have a good government. Now, this is where IPOB comes in, or what we are doing, the Biafra we are seeking for. And as expatiated by our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, and have been hammering on it. Some of us, our presenters, have been going on it. There is what is called the confederation. This is what suits us as people we are, the people we are, where we come from, our value. We don't want anybody to impose themselves on ourselves, and we don't want to impose ourselves on anybody. So every ethnic nationality in Biafra will be free to organize their own government, have their own parliament, make their own laws. This may seem as repetition to some people, but it is to make our people who are not still sure about this Biafra agitation to know that we will be in earthly heaven if we can organize ourselves as such, have confederation that the Izon, the Ibibio, the Igbo, the Anan, the Idoma, and so forth and so on, all these ethnic nationalities will have their own parliament and make their own laws. They will have their own, development plans without interference from the government or center, the Biafran government. And when we are saying this will bring government very close to the people, and the people will hold their government accountable, because the government will be operating in your own language. I heard and I prayed that to God that it will stand. That the government, imagine in Mali, have made one of their local dialects their own national language. And that is how it should be in Biafra. That every ethnic group or ethnic nationality will make their own laws in their language, so that in the parliament you can argue things. Nobody would wink you with Atlantic language. That is how the government will come close to your people. And my people, listen to this. One of the benefits of confederation. You will manage every mineral in your land, in your area. No, imagine we are talking about they are giving you 3% derivative, very ridiculous. 5% derivative, nonsense. I said 13%, and some people are jumping over that 13% derivative. It is too much. They cannot get it, or it's only 5%. But think about it, my people. Anybody who is listening, please tell it to the others that in the restored Biafra, in that confederal state, that it will be the other way around. You will be telling you and the central government will be discussing how much we will contribute as tax or contribution for the national treasury to do other things that those confederal states cannot do. The central government have to do. That it will be a question of how many percent. Will it be 10 or 15 or 20? Just for instance, just imagine where this thing is turned around. You see that we guarantee development, we guarantee liquidity to our people. Like some states or some provinces may decide to pay this social benefits to the people. What we call where I live, what we call it is child contribution. The government has a definite child contribution. They call it kindergarten here. That is child contribution. Any child will be receiving that contribution, whether the parents are millionaire or billionaire or they are poor. The child will be receiving that contribution till he or she is 18. You see, do you know that?
Mazi, can I say something here? Can I ask you?
Yes, my brother.
The government is paying all these things. This child contribution, paying them because they are organized. Okay. Now, why can't maybe one person pocket the whole money and they'll tell you that
there's no money.
This thing have swallowed it? Why can't one person or two people steal that money? That is number one question. Number two is,
yes,
people that are organizing this, listen, people that are organizing this thing, making it happen, so that everybody will at least live good life, not only a few people. Now, but in the real sense of it, they don't even go to church. You ask them, do you read the Bible? They will tell you what is Bible. Please, don't tell me anything about Bible. But they are organizing for people to live good life. Okay. Now you come in our own side and you see people that are thieves, evil men and women. Any money that public money, they swallow it. But they are the people that will go to the altar and start, preaching with the Reverend Father. They will give him altar, give him special seat. He will come and preach how things should be good. Now, who is real worshiper of God, please, among these two?
Yes. So, my brother, there's a question you ask is very important. Why are this government doing these things to the people? Why are this government making laws that will make the society, lawful and quiet and peaceful? It's not because they are very nice people. Of course, they are nice people. Everybody, there's nobody that is born a bad people. But because but the law they make here, the law they make in Europe or developed countries, will oblige you by force. And like you said in your contribution, that if you start obeying the law when you are a child, and in a revolution, the youth that were born into the revolution and growing up living the revolution, it will become a second nature to them to obey the law. So they have to struggle to obey the law. If they see you contravening the law, they will see you as a mad person. What is this thing? Even a civilian like me will walk up to you and say, pick it up, pick it up. You see the dustbin there. Why don't you throw it there? Why don't you throw it on the ground? So laws that our people will make in their ethnic nationality, in their provinces, will make our land very safe, very secure, well-faring, and everybody will be taken care of, not the damnable geological republic where less than 1% of the political class will be crippling your money away. My brother, General Nnamdi said yesterday or the day before, that old General Nnamdi Chineke Gozi is a blessed man. That's why he's living to say his voice and what is going on. He said, anybody who is telling you that we go for Nigerian presidency or for the political presidency, the person is not an able person, because there's nothing we can get there. Because these people are not about law and order, about development, they are about stealing. Somebody, a diplomat, a Nigerian, a Jew diplomat who is living in Europe here, told me that he's going back home. And I said to him, oh, you are going home. Why don't you try to be posted another place? He said, no, my brother, I'm going home. I'm going to cut my own national cake. I'm going to steal my own money. Just imagine, a diplomat. So what we are saying?
That's how they resume animals. You know, when I say that it doesn't matter whether you are living in America or you are living in Scandinavia, that doesn't matter. As far as you are not enlightened, you are from that zoo, you are still an animal because you behave so.
And so, if I continue, my brother, and so we can again export another benefit of this confederation. It will stop foreign and domestic exploitation of our people, our blessed people, and our long-suffering people. So nobody will come to you and say you have cotton in your ground. If they tell you that it's the government, your land, you don't know where it's going, they'll be cutting it away. No, you have cotton, you have solid, you have liquid mineral carbon deposit. It is for the people who live there, and the government of Biafra, they will make arrangements so they can contribute to build up the nation. So this exploitation that people from the Sahel, from Fulani, from God knows Tajaron, will be coming and only way in Ohio or gas deposit in Edema. That will be the thing of the past. Talking of the oil in the river line, Biafra and Jaw and all those places. It will be managed by the people who live there for their own development. Development is not a crime. It's not an abomination to us. But we are suffering what we are suffering because of the hatred and wickedness of the damnable geological republic called Nigeria. and only Biafra will take us out of that damnation, you know, and the sooner we wake up and join hands and do that, the better. And again, you talk about security. When you have that,
round up.
okay, my brother. So when you have that confederation, your security is guaranteed because the confederate state will plan security, and the federal, the national government of Biafra will plan for security, and then the same thing with education, and then infrastructure and industrialization. Employment will be full. You can work 2 jobs if you have power, and then you have peace, unity and development and progress. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, Biafrans. Good night.
There will remain blessed. We must continue. I have a caller that I have been waiting for 11 minutes on WhatsApp. Can you hear me, caller, on WhatsApp? Then you're calling from South Korea.
Mazi good evening, sir, from here.
There we go.
Thank you very much, my brother. God bless you so much.
You too.
And may God bless your family, your wife, and your children for supporting you. God bless you. Mazi, my name is Mazi Ifani Chuku. I am calling you from South Korea here. First of all, I want to thank God for our leader for bringing Nnamdi Kanu to come and save us from the hand of these wicked people from Zoological Republic of Nigeria. My prayer always for him is that God will always protect him. Nothing shall happen to our director because our director is a God sent for us to be free. In fact, I don't know. I always pray for him. God shall protect our director and he shall lead us into Biafra land. In the name of Chukwu Kikabiama. Mazi, I listened to one of our brother saying that Nigeria is very close to hellfire. My brother, there is no difference between Nigeria and hellfire. As soon as you are abroad, as soon as you landed in whether Abuja airport or Lagos airport, your mentality, the brain, everything about the person will automatically change. The hotness, the push me and push you, you will be seeing people as if people are, in fact, animal. Some animals are more organized than Nigerians. You'll be thinking, are these people, are they human beings? You think where you are living, where you are coming from abroad, and where you are coming from. You know, there was a time our director said that God, when you were creating people, we are blacks, blacks, are they among your plan? The way we reason in Nigeria, something that you can do, the government can do for you, it will depend that God will do from heaven to come and do it for you. We are talking of like all these pensioners, the way they are dying in Nigeria. You serve the country as a soldier. After everything, if the person dies, the government will never ever take care of the family. The wife will be suffering with his children. But here in South Korea, as far as you are from at age of 60, every month in that worthless zoological republic money, they pay you 200,000-300,000 every month for your upkeep. If you are a student, you finish your school, no work, they pay you money also, so that there be no crime in their country. You come here, you can go out any time you want. Nobody will molest you. No police on the way with their guns or soldier. You can never see anybody disturb you for anything. The light here, 247, since I came to Korea over how many years? If you just obey the law, do your work, nobody will disturb you. And again, the problem we have in that mainly in our place from Biafra land, anybody that will come out in the name of Igbo presidency, that person is our number one enemy. You see, what is his name? Okawasa, Ojos Okalo, and who again, and Devil Obai. All these people, anybody coming out in the name of they want to contest for Igbo presidency in Nigeria. Anybody that want to keep us back in that hellfire, in that is Nigeria as one Nigeria, that person. In fact, we should go after that person. That person is our number one enemy. Because if they want our own good, our own happiness, nobody should come out and contest for any position. We don't want any zoo presidency. We don't want anything in Nigeria. All we want is that we want to be on our own. Because the way we reason is different from these people. All they know is to marry all this is Janjaweed from the north. All they know is marry and have as many children as they want. There is nothing on this earth that can make us to be one with these people. We are not one before, we are not one now, and we are not one in future. We are not going to be one in future. We must get our country, no matter what it will take us. We must have our Biafra land. And again, please, I want to make this suggestion or correction. Whenever our people, whether our presenters reading something, you see where they put bandit. They should never mention the name of bandit. They should use Fulani terrorists kill this so amount of people. Fulani terrorists kill so amount of people. There's nothing like bandit. This is Fulani. They know what they are doing. Instead of calling Fulani, they will never mention Fulani. They will say bandit. They have now given them the baptized name from Fulani herdsmen to bandit. Our people should be wise. We should stop calling nothing like bandit. All the killings that is happening in the north and everywhere they are all Fulani people committing these atrocities. And again, our people home in the Biafra land, all these people, because a lot of things that I've been seeing in Facebook or on internet, you see our people killing like all this. Is it because of money they are taking or whatever? I don't even understand. Anybody that is caught in Biafra land, either kill someone or maltreating someone, should be dealt with. That and all this sit at home on Monday that they are molesting people, beating old women. All these people, they are mainly from Fulani, in order to tarnish the image of IPOP. To say that it will not look as if we are the one that are maltreating our people. Because I know that our IPOP, we are good people. We are there to save our people, to safeguard our land, to make sure that our mothers are okay. They will go to farm and come back safely without any hindrances, without being raped by these vandals from the Sahel called Fulani. So our people should be wise up. Anyway, like all this Monday sit at home now say which our DOS have called off, and these people are still insisting. This Fulani masquerading in the name of IPOP, ESN, enforcing it on people to sit at home. Our people should be very, very wise. We should have like few committee, mainly in Ihiala side and other places, and some part of Imo State, where these people are enforcing this sit at home on people to sit at home by force. If they see you carrying your bike, you
masks. These are agents. We know them.
Yes.
Thank you very much, my brother. Please, I have people that are waiting. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. God bless you.
And you too.
We are happy on what you people are doing. God bless you, my brother. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. Remain blessed. Caller on signal, please hold on. I will come to you. Let me try to pick the caller on direct line. Even the caller on direct line, I don't know. It's not showing me any place to pick. Okay, let me try. Sometimes these things could be funny. Phone is ringing. There is no space, no place for you, showing you to pick. I don't know. Caller on direct line, can you hear me?
Yes.
Mazi, go on. Welcome to the program.
Yes, Mazi JOHNATHAN.
There we go.
Mazi, can you hear me?
The whole world is hearing you. Please go on.
Okay, thank you, Mazi. May Chukwu continue to strengthen you for the good work you are doing for us to restore our great nation, the
the Holy Land of Biafra. And may Almighty Chukwu continue to protect our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May Elohim continue to guide him. May Elohim continue to give him more wisdom, because he has already defeated his enemies. Mazi Jonathan, your topic this night about the government, you know, some people, they don't understand what the government is. You are giving us the analysis tonight, because they don't know that the government is meant to provide everything, anything that the masses need. Like as you said, the government is after Chukwu in heaven. The government is the second God that person, that humanity is seen in any part of this world that you find yourself. But Mazi Jonathan, if you come in the zoo, in the zoological republic called Nigeria, there is nothing like any government. What we have in the zoo, the zoological republic, what we have there is anarchy. That is what is in the zoo. There is nothing like government in the zoo. What we have in the zoo is anarchy and fraud. And if you look at it, look at what is happening in our land, in Ochanja and other places. Today, when I was listening to Mazi here in the afternoon in the Holy Land of Biafra, I listened to the clip that he played, the things that is happening in our land. But Mazi Jonathan, what I am wondering is that, you know, sometimes I got on this platform, I blame the people for what is happening in our land. Because we all have seen that the people have seen that, not IPOB, the people, the indigenous people, the other people in Nigeria, the indigenous people in Nigeria or in Biafra land, most especially in Biafra land, see that we have seen that the people that we put in the government, like the governors, those politicians, the councillors, mention them. The chiefs, the agents, and I don't know that is what we have in our land. Since our people have seen all this, that these people are sabotage. These people are the ones bringing the enemies in our land to kill us. Since that we have seen it with our own eyes, Mazi Jonathan, what I'm asking is that what are the people, what are they still waiting for? Did you know that today some people are still hoping that Nigeria will get better? But I want to tell any foolish, I would like call you Homasapi, I don't know what to, any foolish monkey in the zoo, if you are thinking that Nigeria will get better, you are digging your own grave. That is what you are digging for yourself. Because Nigeria will not get better. Nigeria is anarchy, nothing like the government there. It's pure anarchy, just killing, destroying. You know, all manner of evil, that is what Nigeria is. So if you are a sensible person, if you have common sense, which common sense not common, you need to rise up now and need to do the needful. What is that? To destroy Nigeria. To round it up, why I know that Nigerians are more foolish than anything is that this Mazi Nnamdi has been preaching that Buhari, that person there is not Buhari. Everybody knew about it. Nobody that did not know that. Even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says, if you bring that person that is in Aso Rock, if he is Buhari, I will drop that agitation. Why is it that the people there, everybody knew all these things? That after all, if that monkey that is there come out and want to see you, and if that person is Buhari, he could have he will even make a video. They will see him live. He will even pull up his chest or his singlet and they look at me like I am Buhari. But it's because of that person is not Buhari. And they are deceiving the foolish collectivities in Nigeria. That is why the zoo is still standing today. That is why it's as if Nigeria is raining, but the zoo is there.
Thank you,
Mazi. May Elohim continue to guide you and bless you. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you. Remember blessed. Caller on signal. Caller on signal. Can you hear me? Caller on signal.
You, Mazi JOHNATHAN.
Yeah, well, welcome to the program.
Casey Rose, calling from Morocco. My brother, I'm telling you, like, instead of us to remain in one Nigeria, it's better heaven and earth because that one is certain. Because there is nothing will come out as one Nigeria. Mazi, you know, most of our brothers are talking in Europe, how the people treat them, family. You know, here in Morocco, before they increase everything, they will give offer to those who have no job. Each family, you have 200 euro. Now, from our 7 inside family, check to 200, you know, the food. That's just to increase items, maybe increasing all these things increasing in everywhere in the world, then they will settle those poor people for them not to come out as right, or that is normal thing. Now, I've been telling these people, you know, the country that we are here, my dear brother, 100 dirham, you know, is call it 5,000 naira, 100 dirham. And now, in the Arabic, when you tell them that the mere dirham is 50 million, the other person will pitch his follow person say, what? Is it all these people they talk they have oil and gas, diamond, gold, etc.? I say, man, I've been telling them that there is nothing. Even let them, our leader have said it, let them take the oil and gas for free. Believe Biafrans alone. Honestly speaking, nothing. Because of what? The rate of how people are going down. You see that store, people will go and pray. You donate millions, give offer for you to get pregnancy, to born who is going to serve Dangote, and you have all you take in your hand. This is what Christianity hits to you people. Disfigure you, not even to know what is the right or wrong, and know where your children telling you the right thing to do, and you fail to do it. Then these people have been overcarried. I'm telling you all of you people, this thing we are doing is what keeping us alive today. It's what giving us daily bread. So we will not stop. Keep it on, Mazi JOHNATHAN. God bless you. All hail Biafra.
All must hail Biafra. Thank you very much. I have a caller that has been there on WhatsApp, but please hold on. Let me connect to this caller on direct line. Please, callers, if you making your submission, make sure to cut it short. Be fair. Caller on direct line, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Welcome to the program. Mazi, are you still there?
Tell Jonathan to shoot Biafra is the only hope. Biafra is the only plot of land that Chukwuka gave me, Biafra. Biafra race on this planet Earth. He has assigned every nation their own portion on his earth and has given us this particular one. And we will live in it. Nobody will take it away from us. And the Biafrans, you will see this topic to the government. Now, Jonathan, which government do we have? Killing their people, and they are still here, cutting every people. Nnamdi Kanu. The terrorists, the worst in the whole world. This planet Earth. Jonathan, all Fulani with the worst terrorists. Go to everywhere and check. And they want to take our land. Yeah. That's all the like I get you. Oh, but I didn't like it. I was still a lot of better. You know, yeah, that's all that. Let it be done. All over like you pass that. I cannot do that. Ever find it around from. So if they teach you, can't catch it and I can't flower it. Well, I see. When I start on it, and it's gratis, but after of that, you can have on it. Not stupid. Which person do not say that? You not say that it's just and to bring it for shame to all of you. There was someone that here. I'm supposed to know. What do you get? You get the democracy to take care of us and something. You go back to master. You know it's just. And the this is not a Jonathan. I know the leadership that they have to do. And the time was that I need to go your back. Oh, I need to try it. I know I feel like that. Come and see the shake. So I don't know. I get a little bit of an idea. I don't get to shoot that. I can't say by project that. Then I think it is. You should be instructing of that. We will get a but start our party. Not the one of our leader. So, that's it. They are all pretty citizens. Shame to you, Peter. That is the going. Oh, but you got our thing. There's a person. John chapter 21. John chapter 21 from verse 1 to 8. Then the 2 Corinthians chapter 1. Corinthians chapter 1 from verse 1 to 8. Then Hebrews chapter 9 from verse 1 to 8. Hebrews chapter 9. I am not to regard it as put together. I'm not to put it in a voice there. And I'm sorry, like I said, I did not want to get away. And you have to die that I don't know. I think that. The apostle of death, just that one, I think he said, also, the people are going to be what is true? Anything is analyzed, that is a repetition of the bad. What are they? What are they?
Oh, hey, Biafra, there. Whoa. I have a caller on, let me see, on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, thank you for holding on for 15 minutes. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Yeah, thank you for taking my call, said Professor Jonathan.
Welcome to the program.
You're speaking to your brother, Puze this Kabenja. I'm calling from Afridi Sud in South Africa. Maz, let me sing this song for you. You just follow me, sing it and hear what I would say. This music I'm singing to you, I started singing this music when I'm about 8 years. In the church, we are singing this song that the world is old, that heaven is my home. That was about 8 years old child singing this song. And that is what the churches have done to us. They don't want us to build our country. They don't want us to fight for our future. They only want us to go to heaven. At the age of 8 years, I'm already singing Owa Kananka anywhere bananam. Nigeria, Biafra, I'm telling you, let me tell you, Nigeria abuse God. They abuse the name of God. Nigeria kill talent. Nigeria lie against God. Nigeria even lie against God. Above all the politicians in Nigeria, they are like fibroid. They eat their children. They eat their children. They eat the future of their children. Maz, that is what is happening in Nigeria. Nigeria is not a place to talk. So when somebody talk about hell, that person is under estimation to say Nigeria is a hell. If there is hell, Nigeria is above what is hell. You can see, Maz, you can remember that about last year in South Africa here. Let me, because all others are talking about Europe, and all those things. But here in South Africa, where we are now, you remember that last year they did a lot of looting. They looted the shop, looted everything. You know what the South African government did? The compensation to give to their people that they listen to their cry and say, there must be something wrong that will make our people to destroy their own thing, to destroy shops, destroy everything, looted the shop. That there must be something for a mother to go and carry milli risk in the shop where there are security risk, even don't mind gone to steal food. And they said, okay, this is what we will do. We will give everybody here in South Africa that is not working, they will start paying them. Before, they were paying the children, they were paying the old age, they were doing everything that you talk in Europe is happening here in South Africa. And isn't it ironically and shameful that this South Africa we are talking now are the same South Africa that Nigeria said is apartheid, that the people running it is apartheid. Yes, it's apartheid, but let me tell you that Nigeria owns apartheid is worse. This terrorist apartheid government is the worst in Nigeria, because even here in South Africa, you will still see about 50-story building, 100-story building built by that apartheid. They all the bad manners, they were killing the black, but at the same time, they were building roads, they were building electricity, they were building everything. But those acapos, those explorers, those chameleons that are in Nigeria, they didn't do anything for us, and they were busy clamoring that apartheid. They are running the worst apartheid on earth. So what we are telling our people is that when we are like this, they should not think that we are talking because of maybe of anything. We have enjoyed life there. I have to speak to just in same place, in same restaurant, or some area. That's not true. I've seen that. I've seen that. I've worked. No, we are not doing this thing. We are poor because we want them. We don't want after testing it. We want our we are destroyed. That is why we are fighting.
I don't know. Are you using earpiece? Your sound, your voice just starts sounding funny. I don't know why.
Oh, it sounds funny. Are you hearing me well now?
Yes, it's better now. It's better.
Okay. So what we are telling telling our people that is we are not here. We are not fighting because of our own good. We are fighting for our people who have been there who have not witnessed anything good in their life. Anything good, you are in Nigeria, you have not witnessed anything good. Religions are killing you, the politicians are killing you, the churches are killing you. You have not enjoyed anything. And what we are praying is for us to rise up now. Rise up now. There is nothing. This thing is that we don't want bad government. We don't want them to be again because they have failed. They have failed woefully, and there is nothing. They are irredeemable. There is nothing they can do. They have run out of idea. They have run out of idea. So they should give chance and just walk away gently. Go to that America, Dubai, and all those things, and enjoy that their money. To avoid us and them having a longer head. They should just go because they have failed. We want them to leave our land for us. They should not poke nose on our business. We wanted referendum, and we want our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a prisoner of conscience, to take control of that referendum. They should not keep him in isolation. They should not, that is kill our man mentally, which they cannot do because he was sent by God. And he must finish what God sent him to do. And that is to restore the kingdom of heaven on earth. That is to restore Biafra for us. That is what we are telling our people. Thank you for taking my call, Mazi. Thank you for taking my call. Biafra, I love you. Ipob members, you are my blood. Bye.
Our people should be fair, please. Many people they call mostly from the zoo. They will not be able to sustain the line. They will drop. Even on WhatsApp because of data. Call on signal, please hold on. Why I'm picking this call is not picking. What is happening? Sometimes all this. My goodness me. I'm picking the direct line. Okay, finally. Caller on direct line, can you hear me?
Yes.
Caller on direct line,
Mazi,
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Mazi, good evening.
Please, welcome to the program. Go on, good evening.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm Felix Okuronku. I'm at South Autonomous Community Nobikedu. So here na-ekwu n'abalị ahụ Maazị ọ bụrụ na ndị ka anyị ga-ejisi ike drop one of these politicians, believe you me, the people will join us. Maazị na-anụ ihe m na-ekwu.
Maazị na-ekwu ụwa niile na-anụ ihe na-ekwu.
Ị na-anụ?
Maazị gawa n'ihu.
Okay. So ihe m na-ekwu ọ bụrụ na a ga-ejisi ike ugbu ofu onye ma mmadụ abụọ, believe me, the whole world will join us. This is Fulani level ndị a na-egbu akpọ nche aka ebe ndị isi nọ na-atụ aka ejide ike n'ofu onye ma mmadụ abụọ. I'm telling you, the rest will succumb. So I want to na-ekwu okwu ndị ụfọdụ na-asị ele ma a ga-eme nke na-enye ugbu a nke ihe ọbụla e nwere ike ime mee ya ka egbuo ofu onye na ogbuo mmadụ abụọ dịsi politician. Ị ga-ahụ ndị ọzọ ga-ewepụ aka n'ihe ọjọọ ha niile na-eme. Ha ga-ewepụ aka n'ihe ọjọọ ha niile na-eme. I'm telling you, eziokwu. Chineke gozie gị n'ihe ọma niile ọ nọ na-emere anyị. Ma gịnwa ma alụzie ma nwa Chineke ga-edobe unu ndụ deme nna ikwu ndụ ebe ọ bụla ọ nọ ọ ga-apụta herite Biafra. Eziokwu. Thank you.
Yeah, ndewo. Thank you. Remain blessed. We must continue. We are gradually heading towards the end of this program. Caller on signal, welcome to the program, please. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Good evening. Yeah, there were Mazi JOHNATHAN. My name is Mazi Chimaobi, and I'm calling from UK. I really want to, I really want to commend you dearly for your good work. How you are dishing out every evening, lecturing our people to enlighten them. Well, I think it will take them years for them to comprehend what enlightenment is, because what the zoo have done to our people is unmanageable. They have put us in a shithole that before our people can wake up from, it will take them time. But there's nothing impossible. Keep on your good work. This is my first time of calling you. I've been trying to get.
There will.
Well, the next time,
your
program this.
I hope you're a family member there in.
Yeah, I do.
Of course. Watching it.
I am.
There, well, thank you very much.
I am. Yeah, so keep on the good work,
And you.
God bless you.
And you. There will. Caller on WhatsApp. I think you're going to be the last caller. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
There, Mazi, welcome to
Hello.
Yes, go on.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Chukwu Emmanuel. I'm speaking from my location. I greet you, Mazi Jonathan. I greet all honest IPOB members all over the whole world. I want to go straight to Asari Dokobo, boasting of 21 children and the corrupt wealth. Is boasting for his agent of Satan, handing over their people to Fulani for Islamization. There is no comparison between darkness and light. Asari Dokobo is representing darkness, very clear. Nnamdi Kanu is representing light, very clear. There is no comparison between both of them. Asari Dokobo boasting for wealth that is stealing and putting their people into slavery. Asari Dokobo, one day you will leave all these things. Then you understand what you do to yourself. All your 21 children will later suffer for what you did. Because you have done so much. I know Asari Dokobo, each time he come to radio, in Nigeria Info, making mouth, even during the Jonathan, is a long story. Today, Asari Dokobo, I'll make up his mind to destroy his people. What a shame. The Bible said, what shall it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? How can somebody like Asari Dokobo boasting of wealth towards our leader? Our leader is truth and honest. Our leader will remember for another, only God how many hundred years, for what he did. Asari Dokobo, any day he end up in his life, and that is his end. That's for him. I want to talk to these people, Autopilot and their group. I'm sorry that after the whole lectures, our leader have lectured on this platform for Igbo race, for Nigerians, even the Hausas, they know what our leader is talking about. and they are in support of Nigeria to divide. But Igbos who are suffering from Nigeria from 1945, you can see somebody as Igbo man. You will go to social media and castigating his savior because the darkness called Nigeria gave him money. None of Febu collected the money, distributing to all the foolish ones on social media to make sure she destroy herself. All these people are called them harlots in social media because some of them who are there, they are not there for Biafra. They are not there to support Biafra. If they are there for Biafra, they will talking something that when people hear it, they know that they believe in Biafra. They are there waiting for buyers, the politicians, and the Fulanis to hear their name and send money to them. So they strike. Just like something happened about a few days or weeks now. Until people understand, there's no need going to Facebook and listening to anybody. Because Radio Biafra is enough to accommodate as many people as possible. But some people like to go to Facebook and disgrace themselves. Hearing from saboteurs, shameless people again. There was a news. I did news a clip. A Yoruba man. I think Jonathan, you will lay hand on that clip. Maybe you play it. This man talk about how over 300 Igbo officers was massacred in one night in the north before the massacre 1966 started. Over 300 Igbo officers were killed one night. And a lot of people were killed. If they kill a pregnant woman, they open her belly, bring out the child, and cut off her head. It happened. We hear it, 1966. When people run down from the north to east, we hear it. We understand that. I hope you will lay hand on that clip. Another clip where somebody is interviewing our late leader, Mazi JOHNATHAN. Our late leader, talk about the first election made in Nigeria, the cause of trouble that come up at that time, just to prove Nigeria is not one country. They killed over 700 of Igbo man in the north. They killed also over 50,000. 700,000, I mean.
Now the place
50,000.
Please.
That was the only one that you can calculate. They are more than even like that. These clips are the clips that all these people, if they know that they are fighting for Biafra, they're supposed to play it on the Facebook and let our people know what is going on. Instead of that, they are attacking the DOS. Shameful human being. Anyway, time shall tell. Thank you very much. All hail Biafra.
Almost hail Biafra. Thank you. Caller on signal. Welcome to the program. Caller on signal.
Okay. Good evening, Mazi.
Yeah, well, welcome to the program. Please, I am on the verge of closing, so please
Yeah. I understand. I'll quick. I want to thank you more especially because every evening you are hitting it on the nail on the head. You are telling our people what they understand. The only thing I can see your time is limited now. The only thing I want to say, I want to tell our people that there's no how Nigeria can be better. Nothing. Even if you bring the whole Reverend Fathers in the whole of put them in any position in Nigeria, any sector, put them in the head of the position, in the head of the sectors, they can't change Nigeria because Nigeria has been immensely corrupt. Let me give you an example. If you maybe a Reverend Father, you want to live in Europe here, maybe or in America, you see the system of entering bus, commanders, but you go to Italy, for instance, you want to take bus to Naitu, and you waited for 10 minutes, bus come, everybody rush, they enter, you say, gentleman, in a oversee, gradually enter bus, and that one come, they rush again, you can be there for 3 hours, you have not taken bus. By tomorrow, you can't left out tomorrow, you will follow them to jump the same thing they are jumping. In other words, you remain there. So then they have corrupt you then, because that is called environment changing of person. No matter if you bring people jump second or third, the other way bring them come to Nigeria, they will turn back to what they are. Because the only thing we are doing to change the people is what you are doing on that platform there. You're preaching there. If they can be able to hold it for 2 days and think about it, you see that change will come. You talk about last time the emotional mindset, and that is exactly the answer to this problem. Our people are daft. They don't understand government. They don't understand politics. They don't know nothing. So they are wallowing in abject ignorance. So that is the problem. But the only solution, God cannot, I call you yesterday, I said, God cannot solve the problem we have. God cannot solve it. The only thing to solve it is to educate our people, and that is what we are doing there. I want to commend you. Thank you very much. May Elohim bless you and continue your job. We are listening to you, and the people are listening to you. The only thing that worries me is that Nigeria is just like a pig. You just a pig. Within 10 minutes, a pig will turn back to the mud and become what it is. Problem: the environment of Nigeria changes the mentality of the people. Even you go from here to Europe, if you're here travel back to home, just 2 weeks, maybe you start hearing like them. That's the problem. But I hope that maybe gradually things will pick up. Spring on. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Good night.
Remain blessed, Mazi. There we thank you for making it short. And this caller on WhatsApp, please make it short also. Caller on WhatsApp, you will be the last caller, please. Can you hear me?
Hello, Mazi Jonathan.
Welcome to the program. Please, you are the last caller and make it very brief. Go on, please.
Well, I just want to say you're doing a good job, and I just pray that the Almighty God to guide you and protect you, and also enlighten you to preach more and lecture Biafrans what is happening around the world and mostly in Biafra land. That's number one. Then Biafrans should remember that for me, I don't think there is a government in so-called that zoo called Nigeria. There is no government at all. Because if you say there's a government, let's talk about the road. These are the facility, common thing that is supposed to do. You know, give the people light and give the people water. But it's not working, nothing working. You see, then up to even every common man in Biafra land built borehole by himself. So there's no government. There's something now. I don't see anything in government. They shouldn't call on government. And the only thing again I want to pass to all Biafrans all over the world is like, you see, when you go to Christianity, government is using the so-called men of God. They work together. Most of these men of God are also Muslim. Go and check their background. They are Muslims, now. So they work together. They use them. They pay them money every month. For them to calm the people down. But Biafrans are so carried away. If you call in times of Christianity, Biafrans should wake up. When you call God, you didn't walk towards whatever you're doing, God will never help you. So we should stand up. We should stand up and work for Biafra. And call for the referendum we are battling for. And also stand for our leader, Mazi Kanu. And also Biafra should remember our leader's wife and his family, mostly his wife and his son. Biafrans should remember that. So this is a message to the HOD. Biafrans all over the world, please listen to HOD. They are in charge. Listen to HOD. Forget about whatever they are speaking in Facebook, all over the corner of media, YouTube or whatever. They are fake. A bomb Biafran, will suck a mama breast well. We are rosary. We obey the command. We are waiting for you guys to let us know what to do. So I love you, Master Jonathan. Keep it up. And also, the Lord I'm serving will bless you and protect you. Okay, remain blessed, brother. One love, dear friends.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Remain blessed.
Yep.
Please, this is where I'm going to stop picking calls. Do not call again, please. Do not call. I will not pick you. Biafrans and lovers of freedom. Today I spoke about government. And what I'm telling you is this, that government is the God you are seeing. Do you understand? I stand by that assertion. You know, there is when one of our brothers are speaking from Netherlands, I asked him, those people that are in charge of, organizing and making sure that people will receive, at least people live, everybody lives, every citizen lives good by paying, by making sure that the funds are available to pay those that doesn't have work, to pay the elderly, to pay, the disabled. Something that even people that are working hard in the zoo, they are not paid. Talk less of others that doesn't work. Now, I ask him, those people, if you go meet them, most of them, I can assure you, most of those people, the politicians or policy makers in any way, they don't steal state fund. They make sure that the money is used for what it's meant for. But ask them, tell them to pray, or God, you talk God in their presence. Most of them will tell you, come on, get out. Who is God? They don't even know God. They don't believe. They don't pray. Most of them, you take them to church, they tell you, no, I have no need of going to church, please. Now, but you come to Nigeria, you see those that are sleeping in the church. You see those like Ozodimba, that will go to church and kneel down and take Holy Communion, Sante, and be in altar to even, he will be given a space in the altar to preach. They will, these people, they will be given special positions in the church. Now, I ask, those two set of people who are really godly, if you can be able to answer the question correct, you will understand what we mean. Let me tell you one thing. Why most people always attack Christianity, I could understand. It's understandable. Because this is what we know. But all of a sudden we found out that Christianity should be used. That institution should be used to open people's eyes, but they didn't do it. All of a sudden. All of a sudden, somebody that is not a pastor, is not a reverend, started opening our eyes. How do you think that the people will be thinking? When they help our oppressors in order to perpetuate their evil against us. When these people, instead of opening the eyes of the people, they give them fake hope. That there is, heaven is coming, don't worry, even if you are suffering here, Even if you are living in Poto here, don't worry. In heaven, you will live in we are paved with gold. The same thing that the slave masters during the transatlantic slavery used in deceiving the slaves, keeping them to be slaves, to endure slavery for many centuries until they started understanding things. Their eyes started opening. Do you see the reason why our people are annoyed against the Christian? I don't care what you feel, whether you are pastor or you should understand our people. I do understand, because all of us are victims of this. Do you understand me? So, godliness is the action. Only through law. They tell you that, oh, Paul said, through grace we are covered. That is rubbish. 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 It's what he preached so that, to cover the Gentiles, the Europeans. So they just allow it to be in the Bible. All those rubbish. Law is the ultimate. Law. I say law, 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 law. Without law, you cannot have an organized society. Do you understand? Oh, leave everything. All things has passed away. Everything is new. The people that are, let me tell you, in the West, in the developed world of America, Europe, some Asian countries, the people that are working for the public, they want, if they can, they will steal money, like their counterparts in Nigeria. But they can't because of the law that is there. And the law of the country doesn't respect anybody. Unlike in Nigeria, where people are religious. Islam, everybody is Islamic, Christianized, traditionalized, too fanatical. But people are still evil. People look at evil and they support it because the person that is committing that evil is their brother. Their brother in Islam. Their brother in Christ. Their brother tradition. Their tribal brother. That's it. But they profess God, isn't it? And people are suffering. Bob Marley said, tell the children the truth. When you fail to tell the children the truth, they grow in ignorance. What I'm telling you today is this. When you see, as I said before, a revolution, that revolution, change of character positively, as we are doing, as we are saying, now you see people being forced to act right. For example, in Paul Kagame's Rwanda, older people that were of age when he came in and started his sanitization job, they will not like it. Many of them will not like it because that was not their old way. Their old way was the same quagmire, African quagmire, status quo. But the people that were born during his time, the babies, they will grow up after 2-3 years. When they start talking, they go to kindergarten. And the revolutionists will introduce subjects like even patriotism, honesty. Some people might not understand. Honesty as a subject for right from kindergarten. Honesty. To be patriotic. To be disciplined to the law. Now, imagine those children, those babies, right from kindergarten to primary school, down to secondary school, to tertiary education. That man is still there. 25, 30 years. These people, they have graduated from university, from tertiary education. That character they learn right from babyhood remains in them. That is why, when you see you know, when you meet a concussion, patriotism, you will not, if you are a husband to maybe a German lady, and you want her one way or the other to cheat the government in one way or the other through electricity or through anything, she can even divorce you. Do you understand? Because you want me to cheat my government? Something that you can do even involuntarily in your own side. Because that is the way you grew up. But that is the way she grew up, to be patriotic. That anything that belongs to government belongs to them, is her property. So it's sacred. Do you understand me? I don't know whether people understand what I mean. That's why the most tedious job is this education. In order to reset the minds of people. For people that are saying, oh, only talk. When are we going to... you are ignorant. That is why you are saying so. Because the most important part of this restoration is what we are doing here. To reset the brain of people first. Once you do that, I'm telling you, the physical restoration will be very easy. Imagine what we have been shouting here. Imagine that there is fire in Ochanja market, in one market, and no fire service. Imagine if it is enlightened the people. Do you know what they will do? People from above will rise up and say, look at, they are watching it on social media and say, look at what is happening to our brothers in Onitsha. It could be us. People in Akwa Ibom, they will do the same. All of them will rise up as one man to march to their various government spots. And that is revolution. The government, the governor, the person in charge, people in charge must be forced to do something. It's by fire, by force. Do you see it? Do you see? But when everybody keeps quiet, no, it's happening in Onitsha. Oh, that fire is only in Owerri. Oh, no, it's in there. We didn't reach here. So thank Jesus for it. No, the fire burnt only Akwa Ibom market. It didn't touch us. So glory be to God. Do you think that anything could be done? You can't force anything to. You can't force the so-called political elites to do something. Unless you rise up, you as one man. Do you see? The example is the NSAS protest. That what started it? One boy just videoed a scene of injustice, and that made people to where Nigerian security forces killed the boy. Say he's a Yahoo boy, dragging his corpse like a log of wood. I watched that video. I said, God, what a heartless people! What an evil people! Now they drag the body of the boy like a log of wood without respect. The boy was upstairs videoing it. People that saw the video, people came out as one person. If that revolution would have been sustained, what do you think by today? By today, Tinubu will not be there talking about presidency. They will be somewhere hiding, and they will be talking about their extradition. Babangida will be nowhere to be found. He will disappear. Go on, all of them. Good Lord, all of them will just disappear into thin air. Do you understand? So that is it. The actions of man. Stop talking about, superstition and rubbish about something you don't see. What we are fighting is something that will be physical, will be controlling by ourselves. Do you understand? Do you know that the children of Israel, they also had revolution during the time of Samuel? They had a revolution. Every time they were undergoing or they were using what you call theocracy, ruled by a priest, clergyman. He will go and come and tell them that, hey, God will say this and that. They will say, okay, they will abide. But the time came, the people say, no. It's people's power. We are the human beings. We're supposed to take our destiny by our hands. Not every time God. Yes, we worship God, but I beg, leave him there. We are in this world. We know what is more good to us. They say, Samuel, we need a king like other countries. We shouldn't be behind every time you go and tell us, God say. The thing vexed Samuel too much. But he went to that, his God. His God tell him, me I dey here, the control. But na them, no, na they there, that place there for now. That is sign of maturity. Give them a king, go, as they say. For you to understand that people have power. When people are organized, they can even challenge God. Do you know that? Do you know that? Leave all these their teachings and teachings and teachings. We human beings, we have power in this planet Earth because it is our physical world. We are physical. So we are the people to build it to our taste. Do you understand what I'm saying? That is where government is necessary. But lo and behold, in Nigeria, there is no real government. Why? Because people are forced to live the life that is not theirs. We are forced to remain in a way, something that is not traditional to us. It's not our way of life. Listen, let me tell you, every time I used to tell you this, the European imposed democracy is also a problem. Do you understand? I have told you, I have said it here. When the Europeans were running away from Africa, which because America ordered them to do so after the Second World War, they cleverly devised, they say, okay, these people will be ruling you with unseen hands. They say, okay, democracy, everybody, democracy, democracy. Now, they don't let people understand that, look, democracy should be the rule of law. Do you know the democracy they mean? Do you know the democracy Africans understand? Electioneering. Europe put the Africans into job. Cycle upon cycle. Now they are in charge of all those politicians. Before they can allow you to be so-called elected as a president of your country, you must come to Europe. If it's Nigeria, for example, Anglophone, they go to England. Francophone, they go to France. And give them, sign with them agreement. Their interests. Now they turn everybody to be loyal to political parties than being loyal to the country. Do you see the the more you look, the less you see. These Europeans. Do you understand? Now people continue fighting to win election. Always. Development, that is not their problem. Only to lie. That is why in Nigerian electioneering campaign, they can tell you anything. Nobody holds them to accountable. When the Buhari was campaigning before he came into power, he said he will do naira to be higher than dollar. He will do price of fuel to be 1 naira. He will put electricity under 6 months. They said it. That is what they, perversion. These are people that they go to church and mosque and they pray and people say, oh, these are godly. These people are evil. You know what I said? I myself. Every Nigerian, once you're a Nigerian, if there is another hellfire, you are a candidate. Or Nigeria have made you candidate to hellfire. That hellfire you were talking about. After suffering from the Nigerian hellfire, you still go the system. It doesn't matter who you are. As far as you are from that system, you are a Nigerian. Only that name, that system has condemned you, sentenced you to hellfire. You understand? So, the clever thing the Europeans did is to make, in the name of democracy, now people love political parties, loyal to political parties more than loyal to the country. Because they tell you that without the political party, you cannot even go smell the office or political power. Do you see it? That is why they will talk anything in order to deceive people. Because they feel that talking is nothing. Who holds them into account? Once they enter power, they are the people that will hold the police, the military. And all these police and military, do you see how Africans are bad, naive, and stupid? Normally, in a democratic setting, the police force, the military should be loyal to the republic. And what is the republic? To the people, not to the regime. There are limits to what the regime wants the police to do. They will say, no, we cannot kill people because of you. You are few people. We cannot. We are serving the country, not you, the politicians. Do you see the difference they don't tell you in Nigeria? That is why they will come. You see, every politician have their gun-trotting military and police. Once he says shoot, before he says shoot, the person have cleared and shoot. Do you see it? Because how monkeys are being given to democracy, people that never even understand the art of modern governance, they are still primitive. You are talking about democracy. Come on, man. Come on. That is the clever way the Europeans have used in order to continue neocolonizing Africa. In order to continue using Africa. Before you, as people applauded, oh, Obama, he became a president. The people don't believe it. An outsider that just came, he become a president. And that time I was asking, can he become, if he's in, for example, in Nigeria, somebody like Obama, maybe he will become a keke na pepe, no matter his intelligence. Maybe one military man would have shot and killed him because of not giving him 50 naira. Can you allow intelligent person to come, an outsider, to come into the fold, and become the president? You say, can you allow it? Africans, they applaud when things like this happen, but they themselves, they cannot do it. Do you understand? That is the difference. An outsider in Africa, you continue, even if you are good intentioned, vying for a political office, they will start looking, they will check your background, whether do you know how to steal? No, you never, they check all your books, all your, CV is white. No dot. They say, no, this is still a small boy. He's still a small boy. He don't know nothing. They will continue training you, suffering. You will go and fail. You go until you enter into their clique. They will open their eyes and tell you that, look, this election we are doing here is the more you look, the less you see. If you want to be the most intelligent in this world, you cannot smell it. It is not by your intelligence. There are things you don't understand. They will open your eyes into evil wickedness. They will take you to their European masters to initiate you, to recruit you as an agent to represent the European interests and not the people. That time you are matured. They will now promote you that this person can be a governor. Do you see it? How they work? That is what the Europeans have left. They left their shadow, and their shadow is controlling Africa. And you cannot hold them responsible. They say, no, they are fantastically corrupt, according to Tony Blair. The Nigerians are fantastically corrupt. And you tell them that, look, we don't want to be fantastically corrupt because the structure, because how you force us to be in Nigeria together, people with different values. That is why everybody is fantastically corrupt. Because if you don't steal, if you say you are doing patriotism in Nigeria, you carry it in the head. Fulani, they will steal everything. So what do? You steal your thing. It's your thing, but you continue stealing. Because if you stop, others will steal. And you can't do nothing. Do you see it? The only way to stop it is to organize a referendum, let people decide whether they want to be in this quagmire. That's it. After now, look at us. Not you are cursing us, you are beating us, and when you cry, you say this child cried too much, but you are the person beating. Do you see? You know, our leader said we are going to defeat Britain with superior argument. Do you understand? They are the people that will come and condemn you, but they are the people that are doing the thing at the background, setting up everything. Remember, the government is the God you are seeing. If the government now, let's come to reality. If the government now is building factories, financing what do you call it? Private enterprise. If you don't have finance, as far as you have the brain, now government will make money, finance available for you, so that you build your industry, you build your enterprise, and employ people. Now job will full everywhere. Before student, okay, when you born as a woman, you become paid. They give you some money. Your children will go to school, government sponsor them. You don't pay. Now that burden of prayer, because it's all those things that are making you to go and sleep in the church and mosque. That one, you will reduce going to church. You know more if they say, my government is doing it for me now. Now there is work. Work with food. Whether you reach a university or you no reach, you have works available. You can be in the factory in your own village comfortably with factory over there. You'll be there even if you didn't go too much to school. You'll be factory producing, helping to pack carton. Each hour you'll be calculated. Your money will be paid by hour, per day. Now what are you don't lack food. What again will you have time to be going to church or mosque to pray? To pray, ask God for, oh God, you know. Now, anytime you are sick, ambulance, if it is something that you cannot, you call ambulance. Ambulance will come and take you, bam, direct to hospital. No person will tell you deposit 1 million naira first before you. No, everything you'll be treated as a citizen. Are you going to continue crying and flogging devil on the streets with Ken? The devil of sickness, causing you sickness. Or devil of poverty. Are you going to be flogging it? You say, but my government is there. What they are doing, they are my God. The God I'm seeing is my government. They take care of everything. I am working. You will stop committing no crime. Do you understand? No person, you have security. Now, all those going to church, this and that, now everybody you will be real godly. Because you'll be real good. Do you see what you are saying? But when you lack all these things, that is when, nature abhors vacuum. In the absence of government, that is where all these religions, they enter, in order to occupy the space that government is supposed to occupy. Instead, they are profiting. Everybody is milking. In Nigeria, anybody you can milk. That is, it's allowed. That is what is happening. Traditional, they will come. And do you know that government should, if there is a good government, they will regulate this religion. When you go and lie to people in the podium, in the name of your prophesying or you are doing this, you tell people, you tell somebody that, it's your uncle at home, it's one of your brother that is giving you bad luck. That is what. Police can arrest you and ask you, how do you know? Because you are putting confusion. Now, do you see what you are doing? Government is the God you are seeing on earth. Until you understand this. If you understand this, now you will really understand the way human beings are progressing. When you continue believing that one unseen entity, God will just be throwing food from heaven, He will make you to jam lock, money you didn't work for, or one day a lot will just come, pam. 100 million naira in your account. And it's angel that sent it. After all, in the church, there are, some pastors are deceiving their members. Receive a lot from angel. Is it not criminality? These are things that government should control. Because they are deceiving people. They are making people to be more criminally minded. They are making people to be lazy, believing that God will fall down and do things for them. They are making people to be taken in from money. They are making people youths to be lazy, going to play jackpot because it's a miracle. Oh, I pray that as I play this jackpot, God will pull. He will, after fasting and prayer, he will come and play. And before you know, it becomes addicted. And before you know, it becomes useless in life. It is the work of waiting for miracle. Do you see what we are saying? Do you see the reason why we attack all these things? Do you see it? Please, what I'm saying in effect is this. That government is the God you are seeing. And in order to get to that extent, organization is very important. And that is what we are doing here. With this indigenous people of Biafra, this movement, we are, as our leader put it, we are trying to install discipline to each and every one of us. A respect for law, a respect for, for order, command and control. It makes you become a humble humility. That is what we are doing. This is where I'm going to stop. Remember, Biafra is our identity, our religion. Do not forget, Biafran youths resist anything called vaccination. Biafran youths in our land, because they don't want us alive. They are trying to do one way or the other to sterilize and kill us in order to control the population. Do you understand? Moreover, stop believing what all these charlatans are telling you, that your miracle is coming, that you will, it pushes people to go and start shitting and taking, eating their shit. That is another thing. So that when they use it, when they finish eating, they will go and talk to Mugu on phone, and the Mugu will pay. That is rubbish. These are the mentalities we are trying to remove. All these things because of lack of government. That's it. If we organize all these youths, maybe all these youths that are doing, most of them, you see, they could be inventors. They could find one way or the other, one thing or the other, that will even help us environmentally, sorry. They can invent even, artificial rain. Or they can invent one thing or the other. Do you understand? But lo and behold, because of the way Nigeria is structured to have this devastative result, or we are seeing today, chaos everywhere, killings everywhere, no safety. When you are not safe, what can you do? You are running for your life all time. That is the way they structured Nigeria, because they put people with divergent values. Some believe that they are masters of others, that the others should be slaves to them, that they are superior. Well, that is it. Do you understand? When is this thing going to end? Until Nigeria is destroyed. And that is what we are working towards to. Therefore, thank you for listening. And if I didn't pick your call, it is not voluntary. As I said before, Biafra is where we worship. Biafra is our ideology and religion. We have no other ideology except Biafra. Therefore, continue listening to this hallowed platform and stop listening to garbages. Stop listening to garbages on social media. It kills. From me, Mazi JOHNATHAN, from here, it is simply good evening.
Detention facilities where victims are kept and tortured. Cognizant that the activities of the